and online at mywintersradio.com. Lady Rams basketball is powered by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Santerra Bank, banking with local style. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams on WMIX are also sponsored by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wills. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, Red Lake College. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Heartland Accounting, All Stars and Stitches, Bean Insurance, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the 94 Sports Mobile Studios for Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball. The Red Lake College pregame show starts now.
And good evening from Changnon Gym. Home opener and regular season opener night for the Mount Vernon Lady Rams as they take on the Cahokia Comanches in the first conference game of the year. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside for your Red Lake College pregame show. And tonight, the Mount Vernon Lady Rams look to get their record above 500. They are 2-2, also facing the 2-2, or a team with a similar record, I guess I could have said, 2-2 Cahokia Comanches. It is all coming your way tonight. They're still playing the JV game, caught us with our pants down, and so here we are on your Red Lake College pregame show. Danny Czerwinski alongside, as I said, and Danny, Lady Rams had a pretty good tournament there at Nashville. They win 5th place. They defeated the Oakville Lady Rockets 45-42 on Saturday night. And so now they come in here at home, the home opener, trying to get things done, trying to get it started right here in the conference. If they can defeat these Cahokia Comanches, who have quite a few, or I should say quite a couple of impressive wins as well.
Well, and the Mount Vernon Lady Rams coming in this game, of course, you said an impressive week at Nashville last week, finishing it off with a win against Oakville. They defeated the likes of Triad and Oakville, losing to Nashville and Freeburg. Nashville and Freeburg played for the right to play for the championship. So Mount Vernon was in games last week at Nashville. Now, after going 2-2, winning 5th place, it's time to carry the momentum over into this week, where the Lady Rams will host Cahokia here on Monday night, and then, of course, Effingham St. Anthony on Thursday evening on the road.
Of course, this is your Rim Lake College pregame show. At Rim Lake College, you can get a quality education and save thousands. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Rim Lake College, it's time. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams, the Cahokia Comanches, coming up here tonight from Changnon Gym. We'll take a quick break here on the RLC pregame. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Change is good. Change is also easy with People's National Bank Switch Kit. Simply follow a few easy steps to discover what banking with a true community-focused bank is like. Hi, this is Star Reed with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. Stop by and let me show you how easy it is to start banking with People's National Bank. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Rams leather jackets, All Stars and Stitches. Rams cheerleading jackets, All Stars and Stitches. Rams hoodies, All Stars and Stitches. Rams t-shirts, All Stars and Stitches. Rams car stickers, All Stars and Stitches. Rams yard signs, All Stars and Stitches. Rams apparel, All Stars and Stitches. Anything Mount Vernon Rams, All Stars and Stitches.
Okay, I get it. I can get anything Mount Vernon Rams at All Stars and Stitches. But where in the world is All Stars and Stitches?
All Stars and Stitches. We're located in Benton, half a block from the Benton High School. Our phone number is 618-435-5555. Give us a call.
Hometown proud for Roviac IGA. There's a better way to shop today for Roviac IGA. If it's for Roviac, you know it's fresh for you and your family. If it's for Roviac, you got the best. Hometown proud to see. Hometown proud for Roviac IGA. Hometown proud for Roviac IGA.
Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym. Jeff Lonnan's Mount Vernon Lady Rams hosting the Cahokia Lady Comanches. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. This is your Rim Lake College pregame show, and of course at Rim Lake College, they offer over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Rim Lake College. It's time. It's time for Lady Rams basketball here tonight. Home opener, South 7 Conference showdown. These two teams, neither have played a conference game yet. Both come in 2-2 on this young season. Again, the Lady Rams won 5th place at Nashville Cahokia, I don't believe, played in a Thanksgiving tournament, but they already have 4 games in the record.
4 games in the book already. They beat Alton 63-41, lost to Altha 56-35, lost to Breeze Modern Day 59-36, but beat Caro 64-41. So a Cahokia team with 4 games under their belt, just like Mount Vernon. So both teams come in with plenty of experience and got those first game jitters out of the way.
Of course, the JV season did not start off as Coach London would have hoped. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams fall here in the underclass game, 47-44. Of course, they led early and led big, I believe, 23-4 at one, or 13-4 rather at one point. And then Cahokia goes on a 6-0 run, and it was close all the way down the stretch until Cahokia was able to maintain a lead with about 3 minutes to go, and the Lady Rams never got within the 3 points. 47-44 was your final, and they are working on things here, and I guess they're going to give us an extended pregame.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
we can cover.
I just noticed that. 20 minutes is a long time for everybody to warm up.
Sometimes patience is a virtue, I suppose.
Well, I've never seen 20 minutes. I've seen anywhere from 12 to 10, but never 20, unless you're at the college level, but we'll play on.
We will play on here on your RLC pregame. Plenty of action coming your way on WMIX this week, such as the return of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase tomorrow night as the Woodlawn Cardinals travel to Oakville for the post-Thanksgiving tournament.
Yeah, and again, it's beginning of new year, the last week for any teams that haven't started to play this week. 3 post-Thanksgiving tournaments going on in our area, one tonight at Harrisburg, one tonight at Trico, one tonight at DuQuoin, and then, of course, you have the one tomorrow night. Actually, tonight opens up at Oakville, so everybody opens up, and for the Woodlawn Cardinals, an opportunity to come back and see what the program has in it. A great 4-year run. Of course, Woodlawn Cardinals would like to make it 5 and beyond.
Of course, maybe it's freshman night here at Changnon Gym. And I say that from a standpoint, first game of the year, who knows why there's 20 minutes on the clock that hasn't even started yet. But we're going to bring you an extended Rend Lake College pregame show here on WMIX. Glad to have you with us, especially if you're watching online on mywithersradio.com. You're not seeing anything just yet, but now the Cahokia Comanches make their emergence from the locker room and into the floor for the first time here in conference play at Changnon Gym in 2011 and 2012. Glad to have you with us, regardless of how you may be tuned in. Thank you for making us a part of your evening as the Mount Vernon Lady Rams open up their regular season here at home. Lady Rams, it looked like they were going to have a rough go of it in the Nashville tournament. They fell just short to the Freeburg Lady Midgets on the first night, 62-59. Then had a rough way to go against the Nashville Hornets on Friday afternoon, 51-16. Were able to get a big win against Triad on Friday night, and then that set up the 5th place matchup versus Oakville, 45-42 your final, as the Lady Rams win that one. All those games were on AM 940 online at mywithersradio.com. But the Lady Rams didn't quite get the start they wanted. And I was talking with Jeff London Saturday night after the end of the last game. And he mentioned, man, if you could just get those 4 points you needed against Freeburg, we might be 3-1 right now. But if they end up in that 3rd place game, there's nothing that says they would have won that. So 2-2, nothing to be ashamed of, especially in a tough tournament like Nashville.
Yeah, and I think for Mount Vernon, when you come out and you compete, and you look at Freeburg, who beat Mount Vernon by 3 points, and then you turn around and Freeburg lost to Nashville by 2 points. And I think the game against Nashville on Friday afternoon, the one that you and I did, was a case of Mount Vernon was probably a little nervous. You're playing a team that's respected around the state as having one of the best girls basketball programs. And I think Mount Vernon was a little tentative early. They didn't hit shots early, kind of got tied, shots wouldn't fall, and the blowout ensued. So I think that when you look at it, had Mount Vernon hit a few shots early in that game against Nashville, might have been a different outcome, might have been a little closer game, but as it was, Mount Vernon didn't get the job done there, but did come back and beat Oakville and Triad. So you look at it, and I think a 2-2, yeah, 3-1 would be what everybody wants. 4-0 is what everybody would love to have. But 2-2 heading into this week, a couple of games that are winnable, you have to feel pretty good, Lady Rams, right now.
And then there's no doubt about that. Of course, they come in with a new look coaching staff this season. Jeff London returns for his 3rd year, just 18 wins shy of a career mark of 200 career wins. Hoping to get that this season. What an accomplishment that would be to get to 18, 20 wins on this year. But you also have Lance Bolt now, his lead JV assistant, with Kayla Worker coming in as a freshman coach. And, of course, Lance Bolt, no stranger to Mount Vernon and county athletics, having had coaching stints at Weber Township and then having played some at Woodlawn, I believe, just 1 or 2 years, moving from Richland County. But you really take a look at this coaching staff. Kayla Worker is no stranger to winning. Won a state championship, I believe, at Rochester in high school, comes to us fresh out of Illinois State. And so you look at this new coaching staff and you come and watch practice and you really see there is a lot more organization this year to Lady Rams practices, and so Jeff Monin on the Saturday Sports Show even commented as such as to how much more flow the practices have, and that's not a shot at any of the previous assistants whatsoever. It's just a step in the right direction for the Lady Rams with a lot more experience returning because there were no seniors last year.
Well, the ability to have the three coaches that are on the staff here for the Lady Rams gives you the opportunity to not only break down, but to really break down in individual groups, maybe even more individual work in the sections of practice where you run the kids through the offense, through the defense, what their individual responsibilities will be. And the idea is to get more repetitions, more thoughts, more action into it so your practices are worth it. The one thing you don't want to see when you walk into a practice is lots of many kids hanging around. And then, unfortunately, when you have kids standing around, that means you can't do a lot.
Well, that is definitely the case. And, of course, you take a look at the roster and the lineup this year. Now you do have a couple of seniors finally, Jessica Green and Cheyenne Piper, the last two in the program that were ever part of a Sarah Rennie regime. And, of course, Sarah had over 600 wins to her credit. These are the last two from that era. After this year, you have all of the Jeff Monin era. And so it'll be interesting to see how things progress this year and how versatile and more experienced Cheyenne Piper and Jessica Green have become, both seeing varsity time as freshmen, now in their fourth year on this team, and having some help from Aaliyah Palmer, Haley Lockhart, Kelby Cuiava, who all got starts last year because of that team that was without any seniors. And now you have other kids stepping up. We'll see how 6-foot center and freshman Hannah Owens is able to step up this year. Natalie Williamson has some more JV experience. You also look at Courtney Scarborough getting some valuable time on the JV. Claire Ryan has improved a lot since last year, especially from a ball handling standpoint and how she attacks the basket. So you take a look at this Lady Rams team from the top of the roster to the bottom, and it really seems like there could be some more wins coming out of this club this year.
And I think there will be. I think schedule this year, you start turning the tables a little bit, and you look at what's going on in the schedule, and you think, there's a lot of possibilities for wins. And I think when you look at a program, a lot of times it's not wins or losses, it's what's getting done program on and off the floor. And I think for Mount Vernon, you're turning more away from on and off the floor to wins and losses. And at 2-2 out of the national tournament, competitive and winning 2 of those 3 games, you start feeling it. You start getting a vibe that this program's going to start turning around. And Jeff Londen's in his 3rd year. He's won at a couple different stops before arriving here in Mount Vernon. So he knows what he's doing. He's got the staff. He's got the kids getting lots of reps in practice. They're not standing around doing nothing but watching. So this Lady Rams team and Lady Rams program is heading in the right direction.
Well, in the right direction indeed, especially when you take a look at the fact that over the past few seasons, things have not necessarily gone their way. And coming out here this year and having this much of a returning staff and a returning lineup for Jeff Lonin has to be something of value here, especially when you take into consideration, again, no seniors last year, so you return everybody from a year ago and add some freshmen as well.
Well, you add that experience. I mean, the opportunity to have no seniors last year means a lot. Everybody returns, and you have that chance to bring people into the program. You have that chance to get people here and understand the experience. And your juniors now have been under Jeff Lonin's tutelage for 3 years, and that's important. And then these players last year that were young and having to play varsity now have another year under the belt and coming into this level of play. The more experience you can have, the better off you're going to be, especially at the varsity level.
Well, there is no doubt about that. Jeff Lonin's Lady Rams, and of course the Cahokia Comanches are coming up here on WMIX. We need to take a break here on your Red Lake College pregame show. When we come back, we'll dissect this matchup between the Cahokia Comanches and the Mount Vernon Lady Rams. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
More Americans are on the move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your PA Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Beacon Insurance.
It's amazing how versatile the Saturday Sports Show has become. What do you mean you slept in last week? Set your alarm for 8:08 this Saturday morning at Junior Radio to AM 940. More Mount Vernon Rams talk, more Jefferson County talk, and more amped-up coverage of Southern Illinois sports. Hear from the best coaches, experts, and sports know-it-alls available. Sports talk worth waking up for. Saturday mornings from 8:08 till 10 a.m. on WMIX AM 940 and online at mywithers.radio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Whether you're an Integra customer needing a new home or just tired of the constant changes associated with big corporate banking, you have a choice. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. We built our business around one goal, your needs. With 5 locations and a team of your friends and neighbors to support you, the banking solutions are handled right here at home. And to make your move easy, we have new account specials and personal bankers ready to help.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind: the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's Good Samaritans in campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
Back out to the 94 Sports Mobile Studios on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com.
And welcome back on WMIX online at MyWithersRadio.com for your Rend Lake College pregame show where the Mount Vernon Lady Rams awaiting a chance to entertain these Cahokia Comanches. And the Comanches, 2-2 on the year, take on the 2-2 Lady Rams. Jeff Vernon, again, 18 wins shy of 200 for his career. It would be nice to see him get that this year, of course, if he can. But you take a look at these Lady Rams again, top to bottom. We talked a little bit about that before we went to this previous break. And we're kind of taking a look now at the Cahokia Comanches, Danny. And I know, down in Benton over the past 7 years, maybe not a chance to see a team like Cahokia. But I think the thing that you have to take a look at is the fact that Diamond Suggs is back in a Cahokia uniform. Took last year off, was at Altoff before that. And so you take a look at this roster for Cahokia, typically a very athletic team, just have always seemed to have been missing that one piece to put it together, and there's many that feel that Diamond Suggs could be that piece.
Well, they're one player away. I mean, when you think of South 7 girls basketball, I mean, Marion comes to mind, Carbondale, Centralia a little bit as well, but Cahokia has not want to stand up there and bounce some teams around like the Altoffs of the world. But again, this Cahokia team's kind of been just a presence. It's kind of like they're always one player away from being something and going somewhere and doing some deep run comes postseason time. And this Lady Comanches team has some size. I mean, when you look out on the floor right now, they have some size, some strength, some height. That's going to cause some teams some fits this year. And if they can get that all to go together and play organized basketball and do things they did at the JV level tonight in their victory, they're going to be a handful this year in the South 7 Conference.
Well, there's certainly no doubt about that. And, of course, looking at these Lady Rams and these Comanches here tonight, you take a look also at the rest of the conference, and you take a look no further than 24 miles to our northwest, the Centralia Annies, who may have come up a bit short in that Salem Invitational Tournament, which is a good tournament nonetheless. Heck, Edwardsville only beat Salem by 4 in the championship game. But you take a look at the Annies, many expect them to be a great team this year. Only lost a couple of seniors last year. Return Danielle Meadows, who's one of their leading scorers, Ashton Doza, of course. Of course, you lost Hannah Shores and Sadie Taylor, among others. That is a team that Roger Steig has up there that has a great nucleus. And so when you take a look at the Altoffs of the world, you have to think they may have to move over for a team like the Centralia Annies.
Yeah, and I think, Marion, who used to be at the top of the conference, have kind of slipped down a notch or two a bit. And Carbondale is coming off their 8th straight win at the Harrisburg Girls Tournament last week. So Carbondale back in the running again. So it may be a little bit, much like football the last few years, some teams starting to rise to the top that you haven't seen ever or maybe in a while. And that may be the case here this year with Centralia and Cahokia.
Well, what would be nice to see especially is in the terms of the South 7 Conference, where you've had Altoff dominating the top for so long, and then you've left the other five out to battle it out. But over the previous years, you've had Marion, Carbondale, Mount Vernon, and I know I'm forgetting, and Cahokia all struggling there towards the bottom. Centralia's typically in the middle of the pack. And so it looks like this year things may even out a bit. And you take a look at the Marion Lady Wildcats. They've really struggled over the past couple of years. They're trying to get it together down there under Jeff Tarleton. So when you factor in the Marion Lady Wildcats and the return of the Williams twins, among some other key cogs they have down there, Katie Komp, I believe, returns among some others, that is a team that could also threaten in the South 7 Conference. So it still may be Altoffs to win. It certainly looks like this conference dynamic may be a more versatile and have a little bit more parity there in 2011-2012.
I think there's a lot more balance in this season of the South 7. I don't think you can pick a team that's going to roll through this conference, go 10-0. I think it's going to be some team that, will have to have a loss or two or battle it out as the season goes along. And you are seeing that here with the fact that these two teams match up pretty evenly, 2-2 coming into the year record-wise, similar competitions. So, again, I think much like football has turned into, basketball starting to get there as well. much deeper and much more even matchups in the South 7 Conference.
Of course, we're going to go ahead and take a break here on your Rend Lake College pregame show. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people we probably love.
But we need help with our financing. That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me. Okay, what? Do you think the State Farm jingle really works?
Like, for real? Like, if you sing the jingle, will your agent actually appear and help you out? Yeah, of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
In reality, having your own State Farm agent means having a real person to help you when you need them. Tony Wilt is that State Farm agent at 4121 South Water Tower Place, Mount Vernon.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Here's a way to make your holiday brighter, meet new friends, and save money on a new Ford. Now, I've got a question for you. Wouldn't it be great to drive into the new year in a car that gets, say, 40 miles per gallon? Yeah, it would. Then come into the Ford year-end celebration going on now at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, because you'll get the best holiday offers on a fuel-efficient Ford, and you'll keep on saving down the road. Saving money, that's a good thing. Saving money in a brand-new Ford, now that's a great thing. So if I were you, I'd get to the Ford year-end celebration at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, take a look, and drive one. This just might be your best new year ever. And remember, Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Worldwide on MyWintersRadio.com and on your radio in 94.1 FM, WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham. A free service from Winters Broadcasting.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside here for Lady Rams basketball on your Rend Lake College pregame show. And, of course, as we really take a look at things going on here, start of this season and everything that's happened in the offseason and summer basketball, this, that, and the other, Lady Rams really were ready to get out there last week. And, you know, you think about the tournament in Nashville, second year participating in that, getting away from that Salem Invitational tournament. And what a tournament that was as we talk about Salem here real quick. It was Edwardsville's to win. They will not be back next year. T-Town will replace them. And so you think about the teams that are at that Salem tournament, Danny, and that's a good tournament as well in terms of girls basketball, especially with Centralia, Carlisle, Edwardsville, Salem, Triad, Highland, not Triad, but teams of that ilk in that Salem girls Thanksgiving tournament.
Well, it gives us a good look at some matchups that are going to go on conference-wise or regular season, maybe regular season tournament-wise, especially postseason. It gives us an opportunity to see exactly what has happened or what may happen as far as what goes on this season. And the Salem girls tournament has always been one of those that has been talked about in Southern Illinois basketball circles as one that can tell a lot about high school girls basketball in the 2A, 3A, 4A realms.
Well, and it is indeed. And, of course, Lady Rams were at Nashville this past week, and Salem happened. Harrisburg had a tournament of their own that Carbondale won. The Marion tournament was a couple of weeks ago, which the Vienna Eagles won. And so, I mean, girls basketball, when you really take a look at it this year in Southern Illinois, the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals finished second at DuQuoin. DuQuoin won their own tournament. A lot more tournaments of girls basketball for Thanksgiving time than we've ever seen before.
Yeah, and I mean, that's been the trend. There's 107 Thanksgiving tournaments for boys, both during the week of Thanksgiving and then, of course, this week. All around the state of Illinois, the girls' tournaments are starting to kick up to be so many as well. And, again, it becomes a competition of getting teams to get in the tournament and then to keep teams in your tournament. And that's some of the issues that ADs and basketball coaches and tournament directors are finding is the idea to keep these teams in tournaments that they're in right now because teams seem like there might be greener pastures elsewhere, whether based on teams there, records of teams, and or trying to stay from conference or regular season opponents.
Well, and we are certainly seeing a lot of scheduled changes amongst these teams. Some not wanting to play each other anymore, some just wanting to get in better tournaments, some wanting to, pardon the lack of a better term, dumb down their schedule a little bit. And it's amazing to see some of the landscape changes we have seen, especially with the conference changes going on. and schools that are having trouble fielding numbers for girls programs. And it's really happening on both sides of the gender as well.
It is, and I think it's a trend that is starting to head that way, especially the girls' side. I think a little bit of that is that some of the club volleyball that plays year-round is starting to seep into the area a little bit from the Metro East. I think you're seeing some soccer going on. You're seeing some softball where teams play year-round, indoor soccer and softball. And a lot of these athletes are starting to pick a sport and go with it. And when that happens, when they're not playing a school competition during the school calendar year, and they're all playing with travel teams, and that takes away from the numbers that programs have. And there's, in this day and age, there's so many different things going on in the lives of students, whether they have to get jobs, they got to pay for car payments and gas and otherwise, or get themselves set up to ready to go to school and college. Whatever the case may be, you're seeing some numbers decline, not only at the girls' level, but the boys' level as well.
Of course, Rim Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Pardon us, we're having some cellular issues here from Changnon Gym. And as we really take a look at this matchup here tonight, Danny, if we were to do it well and give it the analyzation that it deserved, you would really have to think about these two teams that battled so hard year after year. Lady Rams dominated the matchup for many years, but the Comanches have improved over the past three with better fundamentals, increased coaching, and hope to take one here from the Lady Rams tonight.
Well, Cahokia coming over on that bus trip over from the Metro East here would love to come in, open up their conference season with a road win. I mean, if you're going to win a conference title, you got to defend your home court and get those ones you're supposed to get on the road, and this is one of those for both teams that Mount Vernon wants to defend their court, but Cahokia would like to sneak in and get one.
Well, we will see if they can do that here tonight. Of course, we'll get to know your Central Christian starting lineups here shortly. Incredible things are happening at Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon. Look no further than thenewcentral.com. Watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. It's thenewcentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Of course, Danny Czerwinski alongside. I'm Chris Hugo here with you on WMIX. Video streaming is available on mywithersradio.com. We're glad to have you with us, regardless of how you may be accessing us. Of course, we have the national anthem to come as well, and what has proven to be a busy night here on the RLC pregame show. Of course, Lady Rams basketball is coming up here in about 4 minutes, as we're about a minute and a half away from the national anthem and the starting lineups over the PA system. And we hope you'll enjoy our look here at home on mywithersradio.com, filming live from the Crow's Nest. You're looking live atop Changnon Gym, and what we hope will be a great angle and one that you're not used to here on mywithersradio.com.
Is that literally the Crow's Nest or actually Jeff Crow's Nest, or both?
A little bit of both, I think. And now we have the horn, which means the national anthem is about to come here pretty soon. And we will honor America. We'll go ahead and stop and take our break. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Bank. A free checking account from People's National Bank comes with a free Visa check card, free online banking, free bill pay, and unlimited check writing. Save time, stamps, and the hassle with a free checking account from People's National Bank. Stop by either of our 2 locations in Mount Vernon today for details on how you can make your money bloom with a free checking account from People's National Bank.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, Visa check card and bill pay, non-usage fees may apply.
It's going to be a nasty winter, so get the vehicle you can depend on now at Second Chance Auto. They have the vehicle you're looking for, probably priced under $10,000, and most have a 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. And there's bank rate financing for everyone. Second Chance Auto has been helping people just like you for over 32 years. So get your quality pre-owned vehicle from Second Chance Auto today. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Or call 244-4582. That's 244-4582.
Does this sound familiar? I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family.
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our job. For one.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams at WMIX.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym. Glad to have you with us on WMIX, online at mywithers.radio.com. Time now to get to your Central Christian Church starting lineups. Discover the excitement at Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon. Central offers exciting worship experiences packed with energy and relevant teaching and awesome programming for children and youth. Check out thenewcentral.com for service times and more information. Dane Czerwinski is alongside. Let's meet your Central Christian Church starting lineups. Starting first with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Cahokia Comanches.
The Cahokia Lady Comanches will go with the starters. Number 21, Shanice Manuel. Number 30, Diamond Suggs, who comes in the game averaging 12 points a game. Takesha Gibson, number 40. Number 41, Darielle Ivy. And number 42, Takia Cooper, who averages 14 points a game and leads the Lady Comanches, coached by Fred Dancy. For the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, a record of 2-2. They will go out with number 13, Cheyenne Piper. Number 23, Haley Lockhart. Number 24, Aaliyah Palmer. Number 25, Kelby Kuyava. And number 34, Jessica Green. For Jeff Lonan's Mount Vernon Lady Rams.
Lady Rams will be dressed in their home whites here with orange trim and orange numerics trimmed in black, while the Comanches will be dressed in their away blues with red and white trim. As the starting lineup still being announced here at Changnon Gym, we're glad to have you with us on mywithers.radio.com as well as on your radio on WMIX. Plenty of basketball coming your way this week, as we will also have the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's back to Rams basketball on Friday and Saturday, and then on the AM and with video online at mywithers.radio.com, we'll have the Lady Rams trek to St. Anthony, as that'll be Thursday night. So we'll have a couple of games on both sides of the dial this week, and it'll certainly be interesting to see how this week progresses. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams, presented by Banterra Bank, of course, coming your way here from Changnon Gym. Tip off the season with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. As we are about underway, glad to have you with us here. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Jeff Crow handling the video up in the crow's nest as we're timing to see how long it takes him to get back from the seeing if he could get there before the game started. He did. Crow is back up there in the crow's nest before game action even starts.
He told the referees, but wait for him to get up there.
Where's like the four-letter network?
How much stroke does he have?
Lockhart will jump for the Lady Rams. It's won by the Comanches. Off on the right wing, it's Suggs. Back up top to Manuel. Looking back for the right side, there's Diamond Suggs. Hadn't seen her in action last year. Took last year off. Left corner for Ivy. Ivy cross-court to Diamond Suggs. Left-hand dribble. Stops from the 18. No good. Rebound will go to the back door. Tipped away. It'll be Lockhart for the Lady Rams. Has a 2-on-2 with Suggs and Manuel. Spin move on the left side is blocked by Suggs. She gets the rebound, and here come the Comanches. Forced steal there by Piper. Green goes backdoor Lockhart, and the Lady Rams are up 2.
Nice.
2-0 in the early going.
Nice to see Lady Rams force a turnover right out of the gate. Take advantage with the points.
That they are. 7:20 to play in this first quarter. We're glad to have you with us. 2-0. Lady Rams on top. Right corner. It was Manuel. Looking inside. It's stolen away by Piper. As I look at my paper, Lady Rams force another turnover, and here comes Cheyenne. Stopped at the near elbow, kicks back, has Aaliyah Palmer. Back on a handoff now to Piper. 7:02 to play in the first. Still 2-0, Lady Rams on top. Piper bounce pass to the left elbow, finds Kuyava. Comes near side for Palmer, misses it in the lane. Rebound by Kuyava is no good as well. It'll be a baseball pass up ahead to Suggs. Ivy had a piece of it, pops in the lane, no good. Rebound will go to Piper, out of bounds off of Cheyenne. And it'll be Cahokia basketball.
Mount Vernon had the back door open on the triangle offense here. Missed that layup. He missed a putback, and can't give those opportunities away if you're wanting to win.
Lady Rams and Jay Green force another turnover. Here they come up the right side. Off the backboard, no good. We'll have a foul. That foul will be on Shanice Manuel.
That was a good play by Green. Forced into the body of Manuel. She dribbled in and switched over at the last second. All Manuel could do is foul, and that'll send Jessica Green to the line to shoot 2. And I like to start by the Lady Rams. Minute and a half in, just about. Lots of energy early on here in this one.
And with 6:36 to play here in the first quarter, it's 3-0 Lady Rams as Jay Green knocks down the first. Green at the line for the second. It's good. 4-0 Lady Rams. 6:36 to play here in the first quarter. And here come the Comanches. They're near the left corner. It was Cooper. Manuel swings it around to the right wing for Suggs. Has Ivy underneath the basket. Goes back up top to Manuel. Left corner Ivy. Throws cross court to Suggs. Isolation three coming right side. No good off the back of the iron. Rebound to Manuel. Now back up top Suggs. Throws left wing to Ivy. Ivy looks for Cooper there on the left side. Also has Gibson underneath. Suggs with it left side. 6:06 to play in the first quarter. Cross court pass. Now in the right corner it goes. Long two coming. Ooh, toes behind the line, and that'll be a three-point basket for Takia Cooper. It is. No, just a two. Sorry, I saw the arm go up. That was just two. It was a two.
It was a two. That's one of the worst shots of basketball you can take, standing on the three-point line.
Now up top, Palmer. Feet well behind the line for three. It's off the front of the iron. Soft. Cuiava the rebound. Putback's no good, but Kelby goes to the line to shoot two to try to extend this Lady Ram 4-2 lead with 5:39 to go in the first.
Kelby slinked her body in there that time, got in there and got that rebound, was able to put up a quick shot. Didn't drop up. She was fouled as gets first foul on Gibson, second on Cahokia here in the game.
Kelby at the line, shooting 1 of 2. Makes the first. It's 5-2 Lady Rams. Tip off the season with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Cuiava at the line, shooting the second. It's good. So 2 of 2, that trip to the line for the Lady Rams. It's 6-2 with 5:38 to go in the first.
I didn't touch anybody. It should be our ball. Yep. Threw it down the sideline there. Nobody touched it except the stage. And Mount Vernon already forced 4 Cahokia turnovers already, up by 4, and a great start for Jeff Lonnon's Lady Rams.
Piper will bring it up, the senior point guard for the Lady Rams. 5:30 to play in the first. Lady Rams are up 4. It's 6-2. Coming near side, it is Palmer. Looks towards that corner, has to go back up top to Lockhart. Back to the right wing. Piper with a head fake, dribbles to the left elbow. Shot up no good. Put back by Lockhart is there. And it's 8-2 Lady Rams.
Lady Rams abusing Cahokia right now on the boards.
Manuel brings it across left of the circle. Looks for Suggs with 5:06 to go in the opening quarter. Suggs, a cross-court pass coming near side for Cooper. Trying to throw a pass in the paint. Was able to get it off. Now back to the left wing for Suggs. Steps into 17. Shot off left iron. Rebound to Lockhart. And here come the Lady Rams. Up 6. 4:51 to play. We're here in the first quarter from Changnon Gym. We're glad to have you with us. Trying to find out early on who will be our Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. Piper brings it near side. Trying to find the paint. Ooh, she's fouled him away off of a push. And it really looked like they were going to get her for the walk. Great traditions aren't given, they're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in. Community First Bank, proud sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. A great tradition. Side out of bounds to the right of the basket. We will have our first timeout of the night. 4:39 to play in the first quarter. This timeout's presented by Ford Square. There's nothing more attractive than confidence, and yours will be at an all-time high when you buy a new Lincoln at Ford Square. Not only do you get a great offer, you also get the standard 4-year, 50,000-mile maintenance plan only from Ford Square, where the best never rest. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Midway through the first quarter, 8-2 your score. Lady Rams with a 6-point lead over the Comanches. And Danny, correct me if I'm wrong, 8-0 run?
8-0 run. Cahokia start out up 2-0. The Lady Rams 8-0 run forced the Lady Comanches into 4 turnovers. And the Lady Rams have out-rebounded Cahokia 6-3.
Of course, those of you watching on MyWithersRadio.com, just got to look into the Lady Ram huddle. Right of the basket for Cuiava. Looking backdoor for Piper. Suggs a little bit taller, and Piper's going to clear. 4:36 to play in the first. 8-2. Lady Rams on top. Piper comes near side for Green. She looks around. Lockhart comes to the top. All alone, top of the key. Dribbles to the near elbow. Gives back near wing. That's Green up top for Piper. We're between the circles with 4:24 to play in the first. Still 8-2. And Lady Rams are going to be patient here. I like that. Looked impatient at times against Nashville. Now looking to run the offense that Jeff Lonnon directs. Right elbow, it's Lockhart near wing. 3 coming. Nothing but the bottom of the net there from Cheyenne Piper. It's 11-2.
Looked in, looked out. Way the offense is supposed to be run.
Suggs steps to the right elbow, throws up a jumper. No good. Rebound. Looks like Palmer got a piece of it, but it's intercepted on the pass. Manuel looking down low for Gibson. And now it's stolen away by Green on a bounce pass. Coming up down the middle. Looking to go right block. Beats the defense. It's good. 13-2. with 3:47 to play in the first.
Tremendous start. Can't ask for any better start for the Lady Rams.
You cannot. Manuel has it. Shy of the circle, looks back left side for Ivy.
And
back to the right wing.
It seems right now this little 2-3 zone is really throwing Cahokia off. May have not seen a lot of it in their first 4 games. Maybe seen all man.
After seeing whom they played, that is no doubt. Manuel looks back to left side, finds Cooper. Cooper back to the right wing, Suggs takes a 3-point shot. Looks good, it is. It's 13-5. And that'll stop the bleeding for the Comanches. They're back within 8.
One shot goes in. Cahokia only their second field goal made in 7 attempts so far.
Plenty of scoreboard updates coming your way, but they're pretty light tonight. Not a lot going on. Maybe some post-Thanksgiving classics. And Lady Rams basketball here this evening. Left wing, it's Piper. Dribbles in. Shy of the paint, trying to find her way. Stripped on her way up. It's recovered by Lockhart. Blocked by the backboard. Got her own rebound and stuck it back. It's 15-5. Lady Rams back up 10.
Cahokia quit playing. They expected a whistle, and that's what gave Mount Vernon an extra basket. That was a travel. Good call by the official.
Suggs.
6 turnovers now for Cahokia.
Suggs and the Comanches turn it over, down 10. It'll be side out of bounds near sideline rather. Of course, if you're watching on MyWithersRadio.com, that's the far sideline, but it's near to us, near and dear. 2:37 to play in the first quarter. 15-5 is your Lady Ram lead. At the circle, it's Piper looking around. Finds Jay Green in front of the Cahokia bench. Lob down low, all alone. Oh, Lockhart shot cleanly blocked by Dinsmore. And now here come the Comanches. Ivy with the basketball. Right of the circle, shifts left. Manuel looks right wing. 3 coming from Suggs, off the mark. Rebound to Palmer. And it's up ahead to Green. As she bounces off a defender, it splits the defense. Called for a foul is Dariel Ivy. And that'll be the 4th, I believe, on the Comanches.
4 fouls, all singles on individual 4 players. And right now, Chris, it's all Mount Vernon. Not only defensively, but just the way they're moving the ball around on offense. Doing a good job there moving without the basketball as well. And I think Cahokia right now maybe a step behind in this here, trying to find their way back in. Now pick up man-to-man.
2:08 to play in the first quarter. It's Piper with it at the circle. Crossover dribble, comes back to the near side on a turnaround. Looks to the left wing, finds Palmer. Down low, it's Lockhart in the post. And the turnaround is there. It's 17-5, Lady Rams by a dozen.
And she's got 8 points already.
Playing a heck of a game here tonight. Looking across the way, it is Ivy looking inside. Dinsmore leans right into Lockhart. She'll draw the charge.
Wow.
That is an offensive player control foul to you and a turnover. And with 1:44 to play in the first, Lady Rams get the ball back.
That's big. Lockhart stood there and took the punishment, drew the charge. That's great hustle. You can't ask for anything more out of a defender to take a charge there.
Not bad for a girl who suffered a deep thigh bruise at the Nashville tournament, also a contusion of some sort. Back in the lineup here tonight with 1:35 to play in the first. 17-5 is your Lady Ram lead. Right as circle, it's Piper. Looks for Green on the far side. Crossover dribble gets back to Piper at the 10-foot line. Coming near side. Piper took too many steps. Didn't maintain her pivot. It's going back with the Comanches. Don't get a technical in an embarrassing situation. Make sure you've opted in your debit card for overdraft purchases. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Circle got the square, apparently.
Oh, it did. Now, 2-3.
1:15 to play in the first quarter. Lady Rams are up 12, 17-5. You have to wonder what Cahokia's game plan is going to be here. It is Suggs with it, going between the circles. Now left wing on a lob pass. There was Cooper. Gives back to the left side. Coming around is Manuel. Back to the left side for Cooper. Takia Cooper for 3 left wing. Off the back of the iron. Lockhart with a rebound. Piper with the basketball in the backcourt. 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's a lob pass ahead. Intercepted by Suggs. It'll be a 2-on-1. Piper wisely lets Suggs go by and now gets the rebound off of the miss backside. 36 seconds to play in the opening quarter. 17-5. Lady Rams on top. Green with it far wing. All alone underneath. Lockhart strong to the basket. Will draw the foul on Cooper. And that'll be the 6th foul this quarter for the Comanches.
Cahokia has a height advantage in this one, but Mount Vernon is, I guess you would say, neutralizing that aspect of this game with their passing and movement with and without the basketball, really catching Cahokia in some odd positions defensively.
So Lockhart to the line to shoot 2. Gets the kind bounce off the front of the iron to make it 18-5.
She's got 9 of the 18 points.
How many rebounds she have thus far?
I have her for 5, 2 offense and 3 defense.
Nice. And now the second one's good. 19-5. A 2-touchdown lead here. The Rams over the Comanches with 30 to play in the first. That is Manuel on the left side. Dribbles to the top, gives back right wing Suggs. Lob play into the corner. Here comes Ivy. Loses it in the lane. It's recovered by, you guessed it, Haley Lockhart. Coming up the right side in front of the scorer's table, it's Piper with 13. 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. 19-5 Lady Rams. They get to 20 here. It's huge. Piper took too many steps, and that's something she's got to watch. Is she's got to stick that landing. And that is the 5th turnover on the Lady Rams. I'm feeling you now. Starting to develop a little bit of sign language. It's not American. It's not ASL. But it gets the job done. 4 seconds to go. Right wing 3 coming from Suggs. Off the mark. Rebound to Cuiava. Counted as a rebound. And the Lady Rams will go into the second quarter with a 19-5 lead. This is Mount Vernon basketball on WMIX.
Successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's going to be a nasty winter, so get the vehicle you can depend on now at Second Chance Auto. They have the vehicle you're looking for, probably priced under $10,000. And most have a 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. And there's bank rate financing for everyone. Second Chance Auto has been helping people just like you for over 32 years. So get your quality pre-owned vehicle from Second Chance Auto today. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Or call 244-4582. That's 244-4582. Time for more Lady Rams basketball. Presented by Banterra Bank.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams with a 19-5 lead over the Cahokia Comanches as we head to the second quarter. Lady Rams will start the quarter with the basketball. Possession arrow lies in their favor, at least until now. And here we go. Inbounding will be Piper, side out of bounds near side. Quick give back from Palmer in the backcourt. Lady Rams will cross at the circle. 7:55 to play in the first half. 19-5 still your score. Back to the near wing for Palmer. Now on the right elbow, she'll kick it down low. Green attacks the basket baseline. No good. Saved by Palmer, but it goes right to the Cahokia defender. That is Takia Cooper. Manuel across the timeline with it for the Comanches. Looks back to the right side. Ivy will step into 18. Throw up a jumper just soft. Rebound. It'll be Lockhart tipping it back to the Comanches. Now a foul at the basket. Coming around from that left side is Cooper off the block and make that 19-7 with an and one possibility coming.
Well, that also makes the first Lady Rams foul, one on Palmer. Here so far in this game, the Lady Rams have played some pretty solid defense so far in this one.
At the line, shooting two, is Takia Cooper. 7:28 to play in the first half. Down 12, trying to make it 11. She'll knock down the free throw. Good-looking shot there that time by Takia Cooper, and here come the Lady Rams. Piper will bring it across near side between the circles over there on the right. Coming around, Piper left wing, drives baseline, it's good. 21-8, Lady Rams back up 13.
Piper just said, Olay, right around, go around and score. No problem whatsoever, and it's lack of defense on this end by the Lady Comanches.
Manuel looks to Suggs on the right wing. She'll dribble into 19 even. Step on the line, take the shot. Rebounds to Cuiava left side. She's pushed down, no call. She was literally pushed. No call there in the near corner. 21-8 is your score. Up 13 are the Lady Rams. Cahokia gets the ball on the turnover. Suggs with it right wing. Goes between the circles to Manuel. 6:55 to play in the first half. Lady Rams up 13. Suggs on the line again, right side. Gives it over to Ivy. It's going to be tipped away. Great play there by Palmer. Green recovers. And the length of the floor goes Jessica Green to the basket and a foul. Fouled from behind, knocked down, won't get the basket, but it gets to the line to shoot two.
9 turnovers on Cahokia already in this first half, and boy, they have not taken care of the basketball. They've not played very good defense, and it's led to this 13-point deficit, and that's the second foul on Darielle Ivy, more importantly for them.
Don't bank on the away team, bank for the locals with Banterra, locally owned and operated. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC.
First free throw that Mount Vernon's missed tonight, 6 out of 7 from the line.
Green gets a second here, up 13, 21-8 with 6:43 to play in the first half. Let's see, Green's second on the way. It's good. Make it 22-8. Lady Rams back up 2 touchdowns. Minor pushes it across. Now back on the right corner for Suggs. Up top, Manuel for 3. It's off the mark left side. goes to Palmer. So another rebound for Aaliyah, and she'll travel. As the Lady Rams are having pivot foot issues tonight in a big way.
And it's the way you catch a rebound. I mean, you're taught that in individual drills in practice, taught to catch and turn a certain way, and Mount Vernon's catching and turning the way you're not supposed to. A lot of times there'll be traffic that way, and players will fake themselves out of trying to make a pass.
Manuel comes around to the top, gives over on the right side, Suggs with the basketball. Right elbow now. Cooper throws up a shot. No good. Rebound Lockhart. And that is 7 for her tonight. 6.
I apologize. I apologize. You can't see it.
Defensive.
Yes, I apologize. You can't see my work
I remember
here.
it once you tell me once. It's
okay.
all right. Piper with it at the center circle. Wants a timeout. So does Jeff London. Lady Rams timeout is presented by King City Chrysler, who has the all-new Dodge Caliber. Caliber cranks up the sedan and exudes attitude with every turn. Receive huge cash discounts on the all-new Caliber at King City Chrysler Center in Mount Vernon. 22-8 your score here from Changnon Gym. A nice 14-point lead for the Lady Rams. And really, you take the timeout here. You saw nothing was developing offensively. A little bit of pressure there at the timeline. Call that timeout. Maybe design something, draw something up in the huddle, and see what you can't come up with here out of the timeout and see if you can't make something happen offensively.
Yeah, and they pick up the ball in a bad spot. As a guard, you don't want to pick that ball up in the backcourt. You don't want to pick up just crossing the half line because that adds as an extra defender, and we found that out there having to call that timeout.
Of course, not a lot of scores to report. Do we have any scoreboard updates?
I have 3 scores for us. One from the Harrisburg tournament was AJ beating Carmi 49-47 in boys action on a last-second shot by AJ. Of course, the JV game here tonight, it was Cahokia over Mount Vernon 47-44. And at the DuQuoin boys tournament, Vandalia beat Carroll tonight 80-60.
That's a scoreboard update brought to you by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. We'll tell you more about Tony as soon as we get a chance. Coming across near side, it is Cheyenne Piper. 6 minutes to play in the first half here. It's 22-8 Lady Rams. Green finds a seam, comes up the left side. Had some issues with the basketball. She'll get the point. Lucky she wasn't whistled for a turnover. They didn't see that extra step. And it'll be an and one chance here for Jesse Green. First, let me tell you that for all your insurance financial service needs, call Tony Wilt, your local State Farm agent. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or at the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Last week that move was illegal. Now with the NBA back in, that move is legal.
There you go. 25-8 your score. Old school three-pointer for Jay Green. Lady Rams are up 17. Suggs throws over the right side for Minor at the wing. Back up top between the circles to Suggs. She'll step back. Put a little bit of English on it into the corner for Manuel. And now it'll be an over and back on the Comanches. Suggs going to control the pass, ends up in the backcourt, and that'll be the 10th turnover on Cahokia.
Hannah Owens, check that, not Hannah Owens, I should say Natalie Williamson checking in for Mount Vernon.
Been a player that's been very devoted to this Lady Ram program, rewarded now with some varsity PT. Coming across near corner, it's Piper. 5:33 to play in this luxurious first half for the Lady Rams. Piper working back to that right side, comes back to her left, gives to Palmer. Right-hand dribble, trying for a bounce pass, kick save and a beauty by Minor, and it'll be Lady Ram basketball underneath their own basket.
Mount Vernon running a little high double stack that time at the elbows, and that time got a backdoor cut. Green used a screen, and Piper just about hit her on that backdoor, just the ball didn't get quite through the middle of the free throw lane and into Green. That ball goes out of bounds. Mount Vernon retains possession.
Piper into the near corner for Cuava. Now on the near side, it is Palmer, and she travels with basketball.
Got a little happy feet that time. Tried to get away from Suggs, the defender, and Palmer, unfortunately, didn't take care of the basketball very well there. That's the 9th turnover on Mount Vernon.
Manuel has in the backcourt here for Cahokia. 5:17 to play in the first half. 25-8. Lady Rams on top. Working around the perimeter, the left corner, it's Suggs. Looking back to the right wing, Minor. Ball fake, gets it down low. Turnaround coming. Off the glass and in. Great play there by number 40 for the Comanches, Gibson. And they're now back within 15, 25-10.
Yeah, and that's what they want to do with 5 minutes to go or just under. They want to get this lead down to single digits for halftime.
Piper right of the circle. Back to the right side. Green looking for the screen off the baseline. Push. No, clean turnover there.
Didn't touch her. Fell down, tripped over her own feet that time, and good non-call by the official. Let that go. 10 turnovers apiece for both teams as Cahokia is starting to get their sea legs here in the second quarter, trying to battle back.
Triple fours on the clock. Second half, second quarter action from Changnon Gym. 25-10 your score. Lady Rams on top. Minor with it right wing. Looks to Manuel up top. Right corner three coming this time. In and out for Suggs. Rebound fought for by Williamson. It'll be a jump ball. The P arrow favors the Comanches. Banterra Bank is the official voice of the Lady Rams, and if you can't get to the bank during halftime, don't worry. Bank in the stands with Banterra's mobile banking. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Minor will trigger here for the Comanches. Also in the ball game is number 24, Moffitt. Shot was up, no good from the Comanches. Rebound tipped back to Manuel up top, tipped away by Piper. Has a woman coming behind her. Piper keeps it herself near side, throws up the shot, no good. And to the line goes Cheyenne Piper.
No, she doesn't. Calling her for an offensive foul.
Oh, yeah?
That's what he saw.
I think everybody in here saw it differently. 4:20 to play in the first half. 25-10 is your score. We'll have to agree to disagree. 4:19 to play in the first half. Oh, don't get the rabbit ears. 25-10 again is your score. Lady Rams up 15. Back to the right side, it's Suggs. Throws up a three, it's in and out. Back in again, it's 25-13. A dozen lead now by the Lady Rams. It falls a little.
Might want to get a hand on her.
Of course, Claire Ryan's in the ball game. Has it right wing. Looks to the right of the circle now for Piper. Piper trying for a ball fake there. Manuel all over. She'll drive. Throws it up. No good from this side of the lane. That's the near side to those of you watching at home. Otherwise known as the far side to actually those of you watching at home. A little bit confused here.
It's a little different angle.
It is.
2 fouls on Manuel, 2 fouls on Ivy, 2 fouls on Gibson for Cahokia, 3 of their starters. A little bit of foul trouble here as we wind down the first half.
Piper at the line shooting 2, makes her first. Lady Rams are doubling up the Comanches here. Lockhart's back in the game for Williamson. It's Lockhart, Cuiava, Green, Ryan, and Piper, who's at the line shooting the back end of a 2-shot assessment. She'll make the second. 27-13. Lady Rams back up 2 touchdowns. 3:49 to play in the first half. Left of the circle. Here comes Minor. Back in the left corner. Suggs. They have a woman on her now. It's Ryan. Looking backside. Here comes Moffitt. Throws up a shot. No good. Rebound tipped away. Nobody there to get it. And because it's off of Lady Rams, it'll remain with the Comanches. Frustrating, I know.
That is frustrating. 14-point lead with 3:36 to go. You like to see Mount Vernon keep this or extend it, obviously, but right now they got to play a little bit better defense. This second quarter lacked that intensity they had to start this game.
Right of the circle, it is Manuel. Looks back to Suggs. Thought about that 3, now throws across court to Minor. Right hand bounce pass coming down low. And great turnaround and wherewithal there by Takesha Gibson, who gets herself to the line to shoot 2. That's just the 3rd foul on the Lady Rams. Who will be your Community First Bank of the Heartland Player of the Game? Support your Mount Vernon Lady Rams with a Ram debit card from Community First Bank. Community First Bank is the only bank with debit cards tied to the Rams, with a portion of the revenue going to Mount Vernon Township High School. First one's good from Gibson. And now we'll have another Comanche into the ballgame. They love to use that bench as Brock will make an appearance.
It's too long a drive not to use players.
That's true. Coming up the old 255 to the 64, to the 57, to the 15, I'm sure. And now the second one's good. It's 27-15, a lead down to 12 for the Lady Rams. Palmer will come back in for Ryan. Looks like the starters for the Lady Rams here. Lockhart gets it from Piper off of the inbound. They're going to go a little bit of momentous here. Nice kiss off the glass by Palmer. Rebound will be tipped away. Palmer had a good look there, just couldn't get the shot to bury. And now it'll be Comanche basketball on the foul, I believe, by Jessica Green.
Missed opportunity again, and you hate to see some of this lead go away in the waning moments of the first half that Mount Vernon's worked so hard to get.
Near side, it is Brock. Steps to the wing, kicks over the near sideline for Suggs. Great play there by Green to try to make something happen on a tip. Tips it out of bounds and goes charging into the bleachers behind the Cahokia bench. It's a great wherewithal to avoid an injury. Excellent presence of mind. Less than 3 to play here in the first half. 27-15. Lady Rams on top. Brock with it. Crossover in the lane. The runner's up. Way off the mark left side. Rebound goes to Green. Now she'll throw ahead. It'll be tipped to Lockhart. Coming up from behind is Minor. And she'll foul Lockhart, who gets the basket off of the right block. Great play there, inadvertently, if it may have been.
Hey.
And it may not have been. Piper was able to get to Lockhart off of a ricochet. Lockhart comes up the right side, gets the points, and now the line to shoot the end.
Good hustle by Lockhart to get that pass down there and go. Mount Vernon trying to double that lead, and that's great.
This will make it 30-15, and one is good. And Lockhart has to be somewhere around the 15-point mark, maybe 12.
Lockhart has 13.
I knew I was in the neighborhood, as we'll have a quick touch foul here on the Lady Rams. That'll be their 5th. Minor was able to lean into the defender, who I thought was Cheyenne Piper.
It was. There's too much body contact there that time. You can't have that one out in the middle of the floor. Everybody in the gym can see you foul.
Need to do a little bit more body language.
Okay.
Less reaching out and touching.
Or if you're a coach, you want to do some card sharks while you're at it.
There you go. Right wing, it's Brock looking into the corner for Suggs. 30-15 is your Lady Ram lead here in the first half. Great trap there in the corner, but able to outlet was Suggs. And now Manuel loses it left elbow, recovered by the Lady Rams. 2:16 to play here in the first half. Up 30-15, and a chance to really add some huge insurance points here. Piper will bring it up, gives to Palmer near side, trying to reverse, but travels with the basketball.
Tried to do too much out of that 1-4 set. Palmer was trying to come off this left wing from Piper. Got to the rim. The defender closed in on her. She struggled with the basketball, and nobody else moved from the opposite side down to the block to help give her a pass or an option. She had to turn it over.
2 to play in the first half. Bringing it across Brock, right of the circle. Crossover dribble against Piper. Now throwing it into the corner left side. Manuel, nice ball fake there. Throws back near the top, left of the circle for Brock. Suggs looking to drive. Stops at the free throw line, kicks out Manuel. Wants a three. It's off the front of the iron. Rebound will be Piper. Coming up the near side, it's the Lady Rams with 1:39 to play in the half. Up 30-15. And that'll be a jump ball forced by the Comanches. Possession arrow should rest with Lady Rams. Good catch there. Forced her. She went up and was forced back down. Jump ball is a good call. Cuiava with it up top, looking around in the lane. Lockhart trying to lean in, dribbles off her foot, recovered by Cuiava. Great head fake there by Piper. Now comes near side, sends the defender far. In the circle is Piper. Needs somebody to come up off of the screen. There's Palmer near side. Slide pass in the lane. Jake Green will turn around, throw it up off iron. No good. Rebound will come to Ivy. All alone. Diamond Suggs. The layup is good. 30-17. Comanches within 13. Lady Rams looking for a big win here tonight at home to cap off this start of what I call the regular season, which is after tournament time. Some contact in the backcourt, and that's a double dribble on Piper. Didn't see the dribble interrupted, but if anything, that could have just as easily been a foul or a push from behind on Brock.
A little aggressive, but it is Class 3A.
Pays
Gotta
off.
play.
Pays off for the Comanches. They get the ball back here, 57.2 seconds to play. First half action. We'll have our second chance auto halftime show coming up. We'll have a scoreboard update, and we will also have your scoring and stats. As out the left corner, that pass goes, intended to go to Ivy, who is cutting towards the basket. That'll be the fourth.
No.
I don't want to try to see what you're doing.
Two hands is 13.
We haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, we're getting there.
13th turnover.
Yeah.
On Cahokia. Coming up the near side, Piper. Nice give on the bounce pass. Palmer can't convert, and we will have a jump ball as it'll go back with the Comanches. Lockhart did all she could to corral the rebound. But getting in underneath her was Takesha Gibson, and now the Comanches force the Lady Ram turnover. Looks like we'll see Scarborough come in for Palmer. 38.5 seconds to go in the first half. 30-17 is your score. Nail a three. Go for the account with no hidden fee. Banterra offers a totally free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. Suggs with the right corner. There's a trap. Throwing back door. It is between the hands of Ivy, and that's the 14th turnover this half on the Comanches.
Big possession. I like to see Mount Vernon. Now, here they will have the last possession if they can get it, which they do. Last shot, and then Mount Vernon will get the possession to start the second half. That will be important as well.
21 seconds to go here. Piper's going to drive. So much for that. It's in the lane, but she gets herself to the line to shoot too.
Get there to the line. Same difference. Saw the opening and took it. Maybe shot a little too early in the flow of the offense with 17 seconds to go and a half. But when you got that lane wide open to the hole, you got to take it when you can. And more importantly, that's the third foul on Takesha Gibson of Cahokia.
At the line is Cheyenne Piper shooting two. Her first is up. It's off the front of the iron. At the end of one, DuQuoin leads Waltonville 13-3 at the DQ Tip-Off Classic. That scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. Tell you more about him here in a second as Piper drains a second. Of course, for all of your insurance and financial service needs, it's Tony Wilt on 42nd Street in South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. walk in, call in, or click in if you visit him on the web at TonyWilt.com, or if you see the red Jeep in the parking lot, stop in. He'd love to meet with you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. In the right corner, it's Suggs. Dribbles in just inside 12. No good. Put back at the back door is no good from Ivy. Gibson got the second rebound, puts it up. She's fouled, and with 3.8 ticks to go on the first half clock, we'll see if Cahokia can get this one a little bit closer. It's 31-17, Lady Rams. Takesha Gibson is at the line. Takia, rather. Had it right the first time. Takesha. Lost the roster there for a moment. Misses the first. She'll have a second with 3.8 seconds to go in this first half. This one would make it a 13-point ball game, and it is off the mark as well. Lockhart recovers. Fights through some contact. It'll be Ryan up ahead. And the Lady Rams won't get a shot off, not paying attention to the clock. We're at the half. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams 31. The Cahokia Comanches 17. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Does this sound familiar? I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family.
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our job. For once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
It's amazing how versatile the Saturday sports show has become. What do you mean you slept in last week? Set your alarm for 8:08 this Saturday morning at Junior Radio to AM 940. More Mount Vernon Rams talk, more Jefferson County talk, and more amped-up coverage of Southern Illinois sports. Hear from the best coaches, experts, and sports know-it-alls available. Sports talk worth waking up for. Saturday mornings from 8:08 till 10 a.m. on WMIX AM 940 and online at mywithersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Whether you're an Integra customer needing a new home or just tired of the constant changes associated with big corporate banking, you do have a choice. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. We built our business around one goal, your needs. With 5 locations and a team of your friends and neighbors to support you, your banking solutions are handled right here at home. And to make your move easy, we have new account specialists and personal bankers ready to help.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If I could see into the future, you know what I want to know? I want to know how the whole thing is going to turn out. Did I make the right decisions for my business? Helping my daughter memorize all 50 states in alphabetical order. Did it really matter?
Understanding that the future is about planning, not worry, is why Erie Insurance is above all in service. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you.
Your Erie agent in Mount Vernon with the Bean Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 242-6017.
It's going to be a nasty winter, so get the vehicle you can depend on now at Second Chance Auto. They have the vehicle you're looking for, probably priced under $10,000. And most have a 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. And there's bank rate financing for everyone. Second Chance Auto has been helping people just like you for over 32 years. So get your quality pre-owned vehicle from Second Chance Auto today. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Or call 244-4582. That's 244-4582. This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball on WMIX. The Second Chance Auto halftime show starts now.
And welcome back here at the half. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams with a 31-17 lead over the Cahokia Comanches. This is your Second Chance Auto halftime show. Of course, you can get the car you want at Second Chance Auto today with the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced under $10,000 in one location and bank rate financing for everyone. Find your vehicle at Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. And Danny, the Lady Rams didn't necessarily make it look easy there in the first half, but they certainly were able to plan their work and work their plan, so to speak.
I like the way the Lady Rams started in this ball game. I think coming out, forcing a lot of turnovers early, getting to the rim, especially Haley Lockhart had a big first quarter. That allowed Mount Vernon to jump out on Cahokia early when Cahokia was struggling, not knocking shots down, picking up fouls. I think the second thing is you look at the free throw shooting. Mount Vernon was very good in that first half. I think the third thing is then they had that lull in the second quarter. Cahokia cut it to 10. Mount Vernon was able to get it back to 14 here at the half. Very good start to this game for Mount Vernon, doing a lot of things well. I think they need to tighten some things up defensively as we move along here in this second half. Maybe get to the rim a little bit more. Cahokia will have to come out and defend that. Overall, a very good first 16 minutes for Jeff Lonnon's Lady Rams.
Well, that it has been. We still have your Heartland Accounting halftime stats coming up, but first we'll take a quick break. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Hometown proud to roll the IGA. And no matter where to shop today, roll the IGA. If it's for roll the you know it's fresh for you and your family. If it's for roll the you got some bad. Hometown proud to see. Hometown proud to roll the IGA. Hometown proud to roll the IGA.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Time for more Lady Rams basketball, presented by Banterra Bank.
And welcome back to Changnon Gymnasium here on your Second Chance halftime show. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Time now for your halftime stats.
For Mount Vernon, 8 of 18 from two-point range, 44%. 1 of 2 from the arc for 50. The Lady Rams go 9 of 20 from the field in the first half for 45%. Cahokia was 4 of 16 from two-point range, 25%. 1 of 2 from the arc. Actually, Mount Vernon was, 4 of 16 from the arc, 2 of 9 for 22%. The Cahokia Lady Comanches go 6 of 25 from the floor in the first half for 24%. Free throw shooting, I mentioned this in the stats before the break. The Mount Vernon shot very well, 12 of 14. For 86%, Cahokia 3 of 5 for 60%. Rebounding went to Mount Vernon 19 to 11. They enjoyed a 14-6 advantage on the defensive glass. Turnovers, Cahokia with 14. Mount Vernon with 13. Your scoring in the first half, Cahokia had 3 players score in the first half. Diamond Suggs led the way with 8. Takia Cooper 5, and Takesha Gibson had 4. For Mount Vernon, they had 4 players score in the first half, leading the way Haley Lockhart with 13 points, 10 of those coming in the first quarter. Also scoring, Cheyenne Piper had 8, as did Jessica Green 8, and Kelby Kuyaba 2 to give you a halftime score of Mount Vernon 31, Cahokia 17.
Those stats are calculated by Heartland Accounting. Get started right and let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. We need to take a break. When we come back, we will recap the first half and tell you what the Lady Rams need to do in the second to preserve this 31-17 lead. This is the Second Chance Auto Halftime Show on WMIX.
You dog tired of hunting for the right bank? People's National Bank is positive. We have all the banking services you're searching for. You'll be sitting pretty when you hear about all of the convenient services People's National Bank has to offer. Looking for a place to bury your bones? We have safety deposit boxes too. Stop by 413 South 34th Street or 522 Main Street in Mount Vernon to start banking with the best bank in Jefferson County. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing
When
lender.
you want the best, think the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. The Orthopedic Center has the unique distinction of being one of only 2 non-academic accredited orthopedic teaching and research facilities in the state of Illinois. Our goal in education is to inspire the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. Patient care, education, and research are our core strengths. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive, Mount Vernon, and St. Mary's the Samaritans Centralia campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back here to Changnon Gym as we are back at the half. 31-17 is your score. Lady Rams with a big lead over the Cahokia Comanches. This is your Second Chance Auto halftime show. Bank rate financing and the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced under $10,000. What's not to love about Second Chance Auto? Get the car you want today at Second Chance, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski here on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com with streaming video tonight as the Lady Rams lead by 14. Danny, good first half for Lady Rams as we recapped in the stats a moment ago, but what can they do in the second half to preserve this victory and get them above 500?
I think they got to tighten up the defense, number one. They're getting Diamond Suggs too many open looks on the perimeter. Ability to knock down threes like she can. I think you got to tighten up the defense a little bit. Number two, for Mount Vernon, I think you got to get to the rim. You got to get Piper, you got to get Green going to the rim, whether they can score or other teammates moving without the basketball to open up that offense for Mount Vernon. I think, thirdly, the first 2 or 3 minutes of the second half, which it always is in every game, is going to be very important here. If Mount Vernon were able to come out here and take this 14-point lead, get up to 18 or 20, I think you could pretty well figure Mount Vernon's going to win this one. If Cahokia is able to cut this down under single digits early, then they're going to be right back in this one.
31-17 is your score as we conclude the Second Chance Auto halftime show. Lady Rams up 2 touchdowns on the Comanches. It will be Lady Rams basketball to start the second half as they'll switch sides here. Lady Rams will go left to right. The Comanches will go right to left. Again, 31-17 as we start this second half. Lady Rams on top. And again, side out of bounds for Cheyenne Piper. She'll work into the backcourt for Lockhart. That's how we get started with second half action from luxurious Changnon Gymnasium. The left arc, it is Green. Looking around as Piper in the pit. Has to go back to the right arc. Finds Puava. Now back up top. Piper cutting across the lane. Great play by Lockhart. Couldn't get the basket. Got the rebound, but is tipped away by her own woman. So friendly contact will cost the Lady Rams possession here as the possession rests with the Cahokia Comanches.
Good look. Good hustle. Thought Lockhart got a lot of contact underneath on the shot, maybe the elbow, but no call was whistled, and we play on.
It'll be Manuel bringing it across. At the center circle, looks to the right side. That's where she'll take it off with the dribble. Kicks back to the near side. Pass intercepted by Green. And graciously waits for the D to clear, and now the numbers in her favor as the Lady Rams bring it across. Right side, it is Lockhart with the basketball. Right-hand dribble, crosses over, gives back left wing for Green. 7:16 to play in the third quarter. Up top, it is Puava. Left wing for Piper. Looks around. Had a backdoor cut there from Lockhart. Now a bounce pass down low. Green leans in, throws at the shot, gets 2 shots at the line. I believe that could be on Diamond Suggs.
Very impressive offense there. Back time, little down screen, allowed Green to get to the post. Great look from the wing, down to her, and allowed Green to get that shot up. Second foul on Suggs. First on Cahokia in this half.
Green at the line, shooting 2, knocks down her first. It's 32-17. Lady Rams up 15, trying to make it 16 here with Jake Green's the line, shooting the back end of 2. Made the first, she'll get the second. And we have a line violation.
It'll go as a miss. Lockhart snuck in a little too quickly that time. Thought they were going to get Green. She was leaning over the line pretty close before the ball hit the rim as well.
So 7:03 to play in the third quarter. 32-17 is your score. Coming around near side, it is Suggs. Looking across the way. Ivy going to attack the basket. Looking back door. And it's tipped around the basket. Turns into a Lady Ram possession.
Change of defense there,
wow.
Chris. They went to a 1-3-1 that trip, and Cahokia was befuddled.
6:44 to play in the third quarter. Lockhart finds a seam. She stripped on her way up, and that'll be a foul on the Comanches. Looks like that could go against Takia Cooper.
You look at this game, and you look at what's down the road for the Lady Rams. You look at the ability. You've got Piper, you've got Green, you've got Lockhart, you've got Kuyava, and Palmer at times can all put the ball on the floor. And when you have the ability as all 4 or 5 spots as Lockhart makes the first, you have the ability to get to the rim off the dribble. You open up so much for not only yourself but for your offense, and something Jeff Lonnon can use as the season goes on.
Lockhart at the line, shooting 2, makes the first, makes the second. 34-17, that sounds familiar. The Mount Vernon Rams defeated the Marion Wildcats for that score on Friday. It's your third quarter score here in the Lady Rams affair. Far side, that is Cooper with the basketball. Looking to drive, throws off of the foot. Good kick save there by Kelby Kuyava. And it'll be Comanche basketball. For all your insurance, financial service needs, call Tony Wilt, your local State Farm agent. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or on 42nd South Water Tower here in Mount Vernon. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Suggs wide open on the far wing for three, buries it. It's 34-20. Lady Rams lead cut to 14.
I mentioned that as Cahokia picks up man-to-man now, three-quarter court. You got to get a hand out there on Suggs.
Lockhart with it near the right elbow, trying to cross over in the lane, shut off there. Great defense by number 33, Dinsmore. Left side is Green. She's looking for a seam. Throws one up off the back of the iron, rebound. She tried to make something happen. Now Cahokia, Lady Rams forced a jump ball. The possession arrow sticks with the orange and black, who just happen to be wearing white tonight. 6:01 to go here in the third quarter, 34-20. It'll be Cuiava to inbound. Has Lockhart wide open. Three on the way. It is well off the mark, an air ball. And it falls to Dinsmore at the back door. Now a baseball pass up to Suggs in transition. Left-hand layup's good. Knew just where to place it there on the backboard to get the bounce. She did, and it's 34-22.
Surprised Cahokia is not pressed yet. Now they're going to get beat back door. Green to the rim.
And she can't connect. It was tipped back by Palmer. And Palmer will be whistled for a push. So Lady Rams pick up their first foul of the half. I believe that is the second on Palmer. And it gives Cahokia the basketball with the length of the floor to go. Lob will come near side to Suggs. Near Suggs even. And now risky passing by the Comanches. Turnover. Nice tip there by Palmer. Piper recovers. And here come the Lady Rams 3-on-2. Piper might have gotten away with too many steps. Rebound by Lockhart. Throws him a shot and will lure the foul out of Cooper. I believe that is her third, team's third this half.
You can see that Cahokia right now, Jeff London went to this 1-3-1 in this late first now in the second half. They are really struggling. You can't attack this 1-3-1 throwing wing to wing, and that's what they tried to do last time. Mount Vernon got the steal, and Lockhart goes the other way. Have to move the basketball, move yourself just as much against this 1-3-1.
My apologies to Ms. Cooper. That's on Dinsmore, her second. Lockhart makes the first. We'll see if she can get the second here and make it 36-22. She will. 36-22. Lady Rams back up 14. 5:24 to play in the third quarter. Across the way, it's Manuel with the basketball for the Comanches going right to left here in the second half. Has Ivy near side. Trying to throw to the right elbow. It is going to be Haley Lockhart with the basketball. She'll get the third foul on Dinsmore. As Dinsmore doesn't understand, you can't continue to hook the person with the basketball. You got to let go.
Well, she felt like it was incidental contact. However, with the body being flown around, it was not being that way. 14-point lead, 3 minutes gone in the second half, and Mount Vernon still has that big lead.
Right wing, of course, it is Lockhart. Looking in the corner, finds Piper. Down low, Kelby Cuiava, shut off. Will have to kick back and travels with the basketball. Not necessarily his call to make, but he had a good angle on it and apparently saw it.
Somebody that should have called it didn't call it.
Of course, we need to pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Worldwide on MyWintersRadio.com and on your radio in 94.1 FM, WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham. A free service from Winters Broadcasting.
That is who we are. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski and Jeff Crow from Changnon Gym. 36-12 your score. 4:51 to play in the third. Suggs will attack the basket. Did she have it poked out of her hand, or was she legitimately trying to go to the far wing?
She was throwing the ball from the left corner over to the other wing. And they're going to say it's Cahokia basketball. I did see the tip. But, again, they're not attacking this the right way. They're trying to throw passes over the top and across this zone, and it just does not work.
Lonan's the zone master tonight. 1-3-1. We've seen 2-3. 1-3-1 at the present. 4:43 to play in the third. Looking for the inside bounce. And that was, I believe, number 40, Gibson, on her way to the basket. She was fouled on her way up. That'll be the second foul this half for Lady Rams, who are hanging on to a 36-22 lead. And that is just the first on Haley Lockhart.
You see the difference. When Cahokia moves the ball and penetrates into the zone, things work out a lot better for them rather than trying to throw the ball across it.
And can't ever remember. Gibson makes the first. She has a second coming. She's finishing up the back end of two here, 36-23, trying to make it a 12-point game. And she will. It's 36-24 now. Cahokia down 12 with 4:39 to play in the third quarter. I like that play. A little bit of give and go before it ever comes in bounds. Lockhart will bring it up. Coming to the right elbow. She'll go ahead and go length the floor and get the friendly bounce to the iron. It'll tickle the twine on the way down. It's 38-24. Lady Rams up 2 touchdowns again, near the midway point of the third quarter. Miner will drive, coming near side, throws it well out of reach on the near block, but for Cooper. It'll be another turnover on the Comanches. We near the mid, having all kinds of troubles lately. Let's start over. Nearing the midway point of the third quarter, it is 38-24. Lady Rams by 14. Left side will be Piper with the basketball. Right hand dribble in the backcourt. Of course, to remind you, who will be your Community First Bank player of the game? Come start a banking relationship at Community First Bank. You won't be disappointed. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. Green trying to flop on the 3 to get the foul. Misses a shot. Rebound Cuiava. She's pushed. Incidental contact. This is a call. It'll be a pass up ahead for Suggs. Looking off the right block. Won't get the bounce. She'll get the foul on number 35, Hannah Owens. And that'll be the freshman's first.
Hey, the concern for me about Mount Vernon this third quarter is not getting back in transition defense. I think Cahokia has had the ability to get back faster, and Mount Vernon's not been able to get back. And Jeff Lonan sees a little bit of that and calls a timeout.
This timeout is presented by Ford Square of Mount Vernon. It's a year-end celebration. Great holiday offers on a great selection of Fords and Lincolns. It's the newest technology, money-saving fuel economy, and right now, a great deal from Ford Square of Mount Vernon. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside, and Danny will make his play-by-play debut for 2011-2012 tomorrow night as the Woodlawn Cardinals take on the new 8th and Yellow Jackets. Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. I bet you're looking forward to it.
Looking forward to seeing the third-place team from 2011, the Woodlawn Cardinals, see what they have. Interested to see Oakville as well. A lot of ink. You got Meridian ranked number 1, Oakville's 3, Woodlawn's 5, and Egyptian starting to get votes after winning the Christopher tournament last week. Lots of good 1A basketball down here.
And we resume play with Suggs at the line shooting 2. They're going to try to wipe up some of that hustle there on the far sideline.
Thank goodness we have some authority up in the upper deck across the way, though. That's good to see.
Things are being handled now up there in the Crow's Nest. We're looking live upon Changnon Gym on mywithersradio.com.
Can't have enough eyeballs looking over that shoulder.
As Suggs makes the first. She has one more coming. 38-25. Back within 13, the Comanches. Second one on the way. It's good. Make it 38-26, a 12-point ball game.
You feel Cahokia is hanging around. Mount Vernon's content right now. And Mount Vernon's going to quit being content and still attack here as Cahokia goes man-to-man, and Mount Vernon will spread the floor a little bit.
Back tap there on Jay Green by Diamond Suggs. Green will recover in the backcourt, bring it across left side. 3:38 to play in the third quarter. 38-26 your score. It's a 12-point ball game. Piper, nice basketball work on the dribble. Dribble drive, blocked from behind by Suggs. And it's going to be a legit block. It's recovered by Ivy. She'll bring it length of the floor. Looking backdoor. Great tip by Jay Green. And it'll be Cahokia basketball underneath her own basket.
That's great hustle by Jessica Green to get back there. She was almost on the baseline the other end, was able to sprint down the floor and tip that ball out of bounds.
Miner will trigger. It goes into Gibson. And she will miss it on the way up. Excuse me, that's Cooper. Takia Cooper goes to the line to shoot 2. And that'll be the 4th team foul on the Lady Rams. Even up with Cahokia now on the foul front. Try to find you some scores from around the region at the DQ Tip-Off Classic. Waltonville trails DuQuoin at the half, 26-11. Of course, that's a Tony Wilt scoreboard update for you. We'll have another scoreboard update a little bit later on.
I was going to say, something's wrong scoreboard-wise, isn't it? Thank you. Had me messed up trying to keep my own numbers.
Gibson makes them both, and it's going to be 38-28. Lead down to 10 for the Lady Rams. Piper gave off to Lockhart in the backcourt. It'll be Haley bringing it across. Has it stolen away by Suggs. Suggs all alone. Layup's good, and they're back within single digits. 38-30.
And a big quarter by Suggs right there. That's 9 for her in the quarter.
She's found herself here at Changnon. Probably not used to this confined of a space, and now we'll have a foul on Suggs. So just as she does something right, she makes probably a crucial mistake there with her third foul, and 2:58 to play in the third.
Too aggressive. Picked the pocket last time, got a little too greedy that time, too much body. And Mount Vernon right now have paid. This is not a very comfortable 8-point lead right now.
Baseline pass to Green. She's all alone for the bunny, and it's 40-30. Lady Rams back up 10.
She goes into double digits with 11.
2:50 to play in the third. Here comes Suggs. Free throw line, kicks back door through the hands of her intended receiver. to Keisha Gibson. It'll go the other way. Lady Rams up 10, 2:46 to go in the third.
Cahokia can cut down their turnovers. They'd be in this one. That turnovers is really costing them right now.
And now Lockhart will dribble off the foot of Ivy. It'll be Ram basketball.
Too much one-on-one right now. Mount Vernon standing and watching instead of helping out, bringing his basketball up.
Into the backcourt it'll go. Side out of bounds near side. 2:38 to play in the third. Lockhart with it with a right-handed dribble. Crosses over, across the timeline against Ivy. Right side for Cuava with 2:29 to play. Third quarter action, 40-30. Lady Rams lead by 10. Piper with it up top, looks left side, has Lockhart at the wing. She's matched up against Ivy still. Cuava with it up top, looking inside. Lockhart will turn around and draw the foul. Take your pick. That Ivy had a hand on it. Looks like the majority of the contact came from Gibson. It'll be the 6th-team foul for the Comanches, and that'll be the 4th. Count it, the 4th on Keisha Gibson. And we'll see if this can return to a 12-point lead for Haley Lockhart and the Lady Rams. Dinsmore and Manuel check in here after this free throw. Haley makes the first. We also see Aaliyah Palmer back in.
Mount Vernon shooting some of the best free throw shooting I've seen in 2 going on 3 weeks of basketball this year. Nice to see a high school team shoot free throws well.
Lockhart shooting her second here with 2:15 to play. 42-30, she knocks it down. Here comes a lob to Manuel in the backcourt. She'll cross near side and give to Suggs. All alone down low is Ivy. She's fouled on the way up by Cuava. And Ivy goes to the line to shoot 2. That's the 3rd on Kelby, I believe.
Too easy. See, and that's what I'm talking about there. You make the free throws on the other end, and in a blink of about 2 passes from there to here, the shot's put up. That tells me Mount Vernon's not getting back on defense as quickly as they should.
Ivy's first of the line is good. We remind you that tomorrow's boys freshman game has been moved to Thursday. So the freshman boys game here at Changnon Gym tomorrow is now Thursday night. I presume at the same time. At the line is Ivy. She misses a second, comes near side off the bounce. There's another rebound for Lockhart. Piper will bring it up. Across the left side, it's a pass down to the baseline. Green throws up a runner, no good. Suggs on the rebound. Probably ill-advised on that one, but he had to take it down low alone. Blocked by Lockhart, out of bounds with authority. As number 42, Takia Cooper, pardon me. Had it blocked out of bounds. It'll be Cahokia basketball. Suggs will shake her defender, but travel with the basketball.
7th turnover on Cahokia in this third quarter as Mount Vernon leads by 11.
We'll get a scoreboard update in shortly. 1:50 to play in the third quarter. Baseball pass to Green. Had trouble with it, but able to get the post-up jumper. It's 44-31. Lady Ram lead back to 13.
Yeah, Mount Vernon's kind of put a little pat cushion in there that time. A couple more points. Cahokia a little winded at this point in the third quarter.
Up top is Ivy at the volleyball line. Now gives right corner. 3 for Manuel. Glances front iron, and the rebound goes to Piper.
Piper's got 5 rebounds tonight in this game.
She's in
point
the
guard
zone.
position.
Coming up that left side, trying to veer towards the wing. And now has it between the circles with 1:15 to play in the third. Right wing to Lockhart. Piper going down low. There is the... Oh, we'll see if they give Piper the shot. She threw it up and she was fouled. Was well beyond the backboard, and that'll be a push.
Whether it's 1-on-1 or whether it's 2 shots.
Of course, with Banterra's mobile banking, you can check your accounts online from half court. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC, Banterra Bank is the official voice of the Lady Rams. Piper will get the bounce off the front of the iron, and it's 45-31. She has the bonus coming with 69 seconds to play in this third quarter. That was a 3rd foul on Manuel. And the second one's good, 46-31. Coming near corner, there it is, a give inside to Dinsmore. Nice comeback by Ivy. She will not get the bounce off the backboard, it rims out. Rebound to Palmer up the left side, here comes Piper. Good ball handling tonight by Cheyenne Piper. That is where she has excelled these past 3.5 years for the Lady Rams. Made that 3 and not even a quarter yet, I suppose. Right wing, it is Lockhart with 45 seconds. Dribbles off her foot, and it'll be Suggs with a 3-on-1. She'll keep it herself. Left hand layup is good. She really knows how to use the backboard.
Yeah.
And it's a 13-point game. And we have a line violation. Restraining line not in play here tonight, but when it's not in play, I don't know.
Yeah, when it's not in play, you don't count that. That is the right call.
Yeah. And it was quick interior pass and a shot missed by number 42, Cooper. Gibson went back up with it. She's fouled, and that'll send Gibson to the line to shoot 2.
Pace of the game is bogged down a little bit here. Fouls everywhere, turnovers as well. A choppy third quarter.
That it has been. 30 seconds left to go in said quarter. As Dinsmore misses the first. She has a second coming her way. Let's see. Second one's on the way. It's no good. Dinsmore fights for the rebound, falls with it, stolen away by Palmer. And it's a give to Lockhart. 30 seconds to go. Crossover dribble across the top. Now backdoor, Green to the basket. She travels with the basketball. Rams fans think she's going to the line, but no, she was called for a walk. Well, it's typical. 20 and a half seconds to go here in the third quarter. Sometimes it's hard to see from this angle is what I meant by that. 46-33 is your score. Lady Rams on top by 13. Near side, Manuel wants a 3. It's off the back of the iron. Didn't look good from the start. Rebound the back doors. A turnaround by Ivy. Good look there. Just couldn't connect. And the rebound, the Lady Rams with 3 seconds. They're going to have to hurry. And Cheyenne Piper from the top of the key in the backcourt just misses the backboard. And that'll be your third quarter score. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams 46. The Cahokia Comanches 33. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Whether you're an Integra customer needing a new home or just tired of the constant changes associated with big corporate banking, you do have a choice. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. We built our business around one goal, your needs. With 5 locations and a team of your friends and neighbors to support you, your banking solutions are handled right here at home. And to make your move easy, we have new account specials and personal bankers ready to help.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon.
Well, the Silverado is the longest lasting, hardest working truck on the market. It looks like a truck, and so I love the looks of it, and the ride and the comfort is second to none. You can get $5,005 rebate right now, or you can get 0% for 72 months, which, for a lot of people, that would lower the payment anytime over what they're paying now.
Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to Rams basketball. Lady Rams rather here on WMIX. Online with video on mywithersradio.com. Suggs and the Comanches will start the fourth quarter with the basketball, though they trail 46-33. Manuel will bring it across the timeline. We are 5 seconds into the fourth quarter. Lady Rams are up 13. Looking to get above 500 this year. 3-2 is what it would be if they hang on. Manuel with it in the far corner. Looking inside. Pass intercepted by Piper. Looks for the bounce pass to Green. She'll go up against Suggs. Wait for Suggs to clear. Forces a shot. No good. Now here comes Suggs after the Cooper rebound. Comes near side. Won't get the bounce off the backboard. Dinsmore puts it back up, and she's fouled. Didn't see who the foul was on. Could be on Palmer, though there were a few in the area.
Be
Just
2
pick
shots.
the closest.
It's one of those deals where Palmer picks up her third. Mount Vernon is getting kind of sloppy with defense and rebounding right now.
First free throw, no good for Dinsmore. She's 0 of 3 at the line tonight. Probably get a quick scoreboard update in, couldn't we?
Well,
let's wait.
Okay.
Of course, our scoreboard update's brought to you by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance financial service needs, visit your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt, in Mount Vernon on the corner of South Water Tower and 42nd Street. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Somebody stepped on the dance floor too fast. Now Cahokia is going to pick up full court. They went from half court, 3/4, now full court, man-to-man.
Just kind of have to phase into it.
Now they have to go down 13. They don't have much time. That's a block. Shoot more free
Great
throws.
job there by Cheyenne Piper, because that'll be the fourth if it's on Diamond Suggs. Great presence of mind there to know what's going down. So the Suggs picks up her fourth. Piper picks up the one and bonus opportunity here at the free throw line. First one is good. Gets the bounce off the front of the iron again. 14-point lead, 47-33, with 7:21 to play in regulation. Second one's on the way. It's good. 48-33. Lead back to 15 for Lady Rams. Suggs will bring it across the timeline at the volleyball line now. Looks to the near side for Manuel. Manuel tries to throw it off, but Piper does so successfully. Shakes Piper. Now throws inside. Gibson looking for the turnaround. No good. Gets her own rebound. Stick back is not there. Ivy puts it back. Third time a charm for the Comanches. And Cahokia wants a timeout presented by King City Chrysler. Let's get a scoreboard update.
Scoreboard update from around the area. The JV game here tonight was won by Cahokia 47-44. At the Harrisburg Boys Tournament tonight, AJ beat Carmi 49-47, and Harrisburg beat Hamilton County 74-56. At DuQuoin, one final so far, Vandalia over Caro 80-60. At Trico tonight, the first 2 of 3 games, Egyptian beat Steelville 73-45, and Trico beat Redbud 54-42. And one regular season score tonight, Christ Our Rock Lutheran beat Patoka 59-34.
Of course, scores in action right now at the half in Game 3 of that Trico Pioneer Invitational. Sparta leads Shawnee 29-21, and at DuQuoin at the half, DuQuoin leads Waltonville 26-11. Scoreboard update again brought to you by Tony Wilton, State Farm Insurance. Check them out there on 42nd South Water Tower in Mount Vernon, or if you see that red Jeep in the parking lot, stop in. He would love to meet with you. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Let's back that up. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside on WMIX. Jeff Crow with us as well. MyWithersRadio.com bringing you the streaming video action of Lady Rams basketball here tonight. We have Avery Barton back at the studio, the powerhouse at 3501 Broadway. And at the 7:02 mark of this fourth quarter, it'll be Lady Ram basketball underneath the Cahokia basket, linked to the floor to go. It'll be Cuiava getting it in to Lockhart. And here we go. Up ahead, it's Piper on the pass across the timeline from Lockhart. She'll dribble between the circles. Waiting for the screen from Jay Green. Good deterrent there. And now the left wing coming back is Piper. Looks for Green at the wing, finds her left side. Has Cuiava in the corner, goes up top to Lockhart. Now back to the right wing, there's Palmer. Trying to make something happen up top off the screen. Here comes Cuiava. Kicks out from the free throw line. Up top, it's Piper. Looks back to the right wing, finds Green. Into the lane, great play Lockhart. Trying to draw the foul on Suggs. Nearly stolen away on the rebound. And it is. That'll be a turnover on the jump ball. Cuiava just went in there and tried to grab it away from Ivy. And the Lady Rams get the ball back to the right of their own basket. 48-35 your score. Lady Rams up 13. It's a quick give in to Palmer. Now left wing, Cuiava brings it around. Looking inside, Lockhart trying to get the foul on Suggs again. No call. It did affect the trajectory of her hand, however, so I'm kind of curious as to how that one didn't happen. And now carried by Suggs. Wow. She'll get the 3 off the left wing.
Tough shot there. I mean, she carried that in literally, figuratively, and then knocked down a three-pointer.
48
coming.
48-38, 10-point game. Lockhart will bring up the right side. Great communication and chatter out there by the Lady Rams because Lockhart had no idea that Manuel was coming behind her until somebody told her. It's amazing how good teamwork can be to a team. Some contact in the lane, no call. Back to the right wing, it'll be Green. Drives the baseline, gets the layup. It's 50-38.
15 points for Jessica Green, the third Lady Ram in double figures tonight.
It's going to be a tough call for your player of the game, I know that. Looking far side, it'll be Ivy coming around for the layup. It's good, 50-40. Don't bank on the away team, bank for the locals with Banterra, locally owned and operated. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Right wing there for Piper. Lockhart was looking for the flop call. Up top is Cuiava, and that is a good call there because somebody stuck their hip up there, and that somebody was Darielle Ivy. And that'll send Kelby Cuiava to the line to shoot 2 at the 5:09 mark of the fourth.
That would be the proverbial hip check in the old league, wouldn't it?
It would, in the Chuck Norris division.
Yes.
Back when it was the North Stars, the Red Wings, the
Blues, and the Blackhawks.
Yeah. They stuck one of the expansions in there in the early
Nashville.
90s. No, early 90s. Before they got rid of the Campbell Conference and Wales Conference.
Yeah.
San Jose?
San Jose was in there for
I think.
A cup of coffee.
You had the Smythe, the Adams, the Patrick. Good times. At the line is Cuiava shooting the second. She drains them both. It's 52-40. 5:09 to play in the fourth quarter. Here comes Suggs, left of the timeline. Looks near side, finds Manuel. Forces it to Gibson. She'll turn around and get it off glass. It's 52-42. Who will be your Community First Bank player of the game? Community First Bank with more Jefferson County locations than anyone else. Locally owned with decisions made here. Proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams in Jefferson County with locations in Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon, as well as Ina. Can't forget about Ina. 4:42 to play in regulation. Lady Rams are up 10, 52-42. Left of the circle, it's Piper, and she'll draw the foul on Manuel. That's 10. And Piper's going to the line to shoot 2.
And the way Mount Vernon's been shooting free throws tonight, knock on wood, Mount Vernon in pretty good shape.
That was the 4th on Manuel. Here comes the first. It's good from Piper, make it 53-42. We near the 9:30 mark here in the Central Time Zone. Second one's no good from Piper. Rare miss. Rebound fought for in the corner. It is out of bounds off of number 41, Darielle Ivy. Make that out of bounds off of Haley Lockhart. Will be Cahokia basketball. My apologies. Into Suggs in the backcourt. 4:30 to play in the fourth quarter. 53-42. Lady Rams on top. Suggs with the basketball on the left hand, left in the circle. Swings near side. Ivy looking for the pass down low. There it is off glass by Takesha Gibson. It's 53-44. The lead down to 9 for the Lady Rams.
First time it's been single digits for a while.
Last time that happened, they got it back up to 14 in a hurry. Lockhart will bring it across the way. Stops left elbow. Gives to Palmer on the left side. Her shot rims out. Rebound to Cuiava. Now Green with it. Back to the circle for Piper. Back to Green now on the near volleyball line.
Cuiava's got a quiet 7 rebounds tonight.
She's one of those players. You may not hear a lot about her offensively, but she does the job. Great save there by Green up top. Goes left side with it to Piper. She's at the timeline. 3:43 to play in regulation. 9-point ball game.
Nope. Yeah, Lockhart tried to set a screen up high. That'll be the first turnover on Mount Vernon. But boy, Lockhart was moving just a little bit. And she doesn't need to move like that. It's just a matter of standing still in that case.
3:40 to play in regulation. Side out of bounds in front of the scorers table. And Suggs barely saves it. It'll go across court back to
Interesting way to inbound it.
It is. And now she loses it. She took her eyes off of it. But it's back to Suggs. She'll come near side baseline. Shakes in the lane. It'll be forced away. The possession arrow favors Cahokia if it's a jump ball. And it is. Wow, that may have been the ugliest possession I've ever seen in my life, just as far as how unlucky and lucky some bounces were. Side out of bounds, right side. It's inbounded, and that's the easy call there on a foul. Foul will be on the floor, but going to the line for the one in bonus will be Takesha Gibson. That was pretty apparent and transparent what happened there.
Third foul on Cheyenne Piper. The 9th on the Lady Rams. So after this, next foul by Mount Vernon, will everybody shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way.
Gibson is the line, shooting the one in bonus. And she'll make the first and get a second. Make it 53-45. The lead can shrink to 7 if Gibson can knock down the second free throw. Score a free throw with Banterra's Visa debit card. It provides the convenience of a checking account and a card. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Second free throw not there. Rebound Cuiava, her 8th. And here come the Lady Rams up 8, 53-45. 3 and change to play in the fourth quarter. Lady Rams must protect the basketball. Left wing, it's Palmer. Got away with a walk and an air ball, but the tip back, just out of bounds. We'll say the Lockhart on the tip back.
Not really sure that's a shot Jeff Lyon wanted up 8 with 3 to go. And he's giving that look at Aaliyah, and Aaliyah knows it and won't make eye contact. Well, so now Lady Rams will go back to 1-3-1.
If looks could kill, they probably will in games without Frontiers. 2:59 to play in the fourth. Lady Rams trying to find a defensive boundary. There will be a quick foul there as Suggs tries to drive. Coming around from the left side.
Now we'll shoot 2 the rest of the way. The 10th team foul on the Lady Rams.
53-45 your score. Suggs could make it maybe a 6-point ball game. Get it down to 2 possessions here if she can knock them both down. She's sitting on 4 fouls and has been pretty passive defensively. Hasn't had to be too aggressive. Misses the first.
Cahokia is sitting on all 5 timeouts too. Another point guard coming into the game, Claire Ryan, who I was impressed with in the JV contest tonight. Not that that means anything.
2 nickel left to go here in the fourth quarter. Suggs shooting her second. It's good. And it's going to be 53-46. The lead shrinks to 7. It's been as high as 15 here this evening. 2:51 to play in the fourth quarter. Piper with it in the backcourt. Gets across the right timeline. Now goes back near the circle. Gives to Claire Ryan. Ryan back to Green. Center circle action. 2:40 to play at Changnon Gym. Mount Vernon. 53-46 is the Lady Ram lead. Lockhart with it up top. Goes back to the right wing. Ryan to the basket. Gives to Lockhart, who goes up with the basketball. Looked like she was fouled on the way up, but it wasn't. It's a jump ball. As I didn't see it, you had a better angle than I did.
She lost the ball going up and then grabbed it back. By that point, there was a hand on top of the ball. The officials made a good call again.
And that is what I did not see. 2:29 to play in the fourth quarter. 53-46 your score. Lady Rams retain possession on the jump ball. Pass intended to go to Piper on the corner inside. Goes out of bounds and remain with the Lady Rams.
You cannot inbound the ball and lock in on who you're going to go to. Got to use your deceptive moves.
Left wing to Piper. 2:25 to play in regulation. Lady Rams up just 7. 53-46. It's been as high as 16. Ryan with the basketball. Right-hand dribble. Ooh, dangerously close to a carry. And is able to shake it to Lockhart. Backdoor cut is there. Good job by Kelby Cuyava. It's 55-46. Lady Rams back up 9 with 2:05 to play. The wide open on the far side is Ivy. Looks up top, finds Manuel. Now to Suggs near wing. Looking for a ball fake. Goes to the crossover dribble. Splits a defender. Nearly had it taken away. Goes back door. Throws to the feet, however, of number 42, Kia Cooper. It's out of bounds off of the Lady Rams. 55-46 your score. 1:50 left to go. Suggs, pull-up three is good. And that, my friends, will make it a 6-point ball game. It's down to 2 possessions, 55-49.
Mount Vernon had that big lead, about 15 points. And the lead is swept away. Like Mount Vernon is trying to play not to lose this game right now.
Lockhart trying to get past Suggs, and that'll be a push on the Lady Rams. And that's 4 or 5 on Lockhart. She's done?
I have 5 on Suggs.
Oh, Suggs. I thought they were calling a push on Lockhart.
No. 26 points Diamond Suggs fouls out with, including 5 3-pointers.
That is huge for the Comanches. I was wondering when that 5th foul would come. She'd been dangerously close.
She got 19 shots off tonight.
Lockhart the line, shooting 2. Her first one's good. Make it 56-49. Leads back up to 7. Could be 8 with 1:29 to play in the fourth quarter. Haley Lockhart at the line, shooting the back into 2. Looking to make both. And it'll rack the rim, but it's good. It's 57-49. Leads back to 8 with 1:28 to go. Minor's into the ball game to replace Suggs. Here comes Minor. Stops left of the circle, kicks it over far side for Cooper. And that one is lost out of bounds by Cooper. It'll be Lady Ram basketball with 1:18.
That was a huge possession for Cahokia not to score. Pressed now by the Lady Comanches.
Lockhart with it in the backcourt, deep into the backcourt. Good screen there by Cuyava. Knocks Ivy down. Left wing, it's a kick over to Piper. Good ball fake there. Used her head too. 1:07 to play in the ball game. Lady Rams up 57-49. Up top, it is Cuyava with the basketball. Looks inside, tipped away. Recovered by Green near sideline. Banterra's online banking is convenient, efficient, and best of all, safe. Their security is your best defense. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Piper on the turnaround. The circle goes right wing to Cuyava. Back to Piper at the circle with 45. 57-49. Lady Rams up 8. Trying to win this one and move to 3-2 on the year, but start the conference 1-0. Left wing, of course, that is Green. Back to the right wing for Lockhart. Left-hand dribble, looks around, gives to Cuyava left side. Backdoor cut by Ryan, try to deter some of the traffic. Gives back to the right wing, Piper. Piper looks around, finds Ryan, who comes across near the top. 18 seconds, we'll have a quick foul on Minor, and Claire Ryan goes to the line to shoot 2.
Cahokia let a lot of valuable time go off the clock there, Chris. Probably way too much in order to have an opportunity to try to come back in this one. But benefits Lady Rams.
And the first one's no good. Has a second coming. Up 8. And she'll clank off the front of the iron. Rebound goes to Gibson on the near side. Up to Ivy with 15. It's Manuel with it. Down 8, 57-49. Comanches in a hurry. Ivy off the right block. Won't get it. It's out of bounds off the Comanches. A little rest with the Lady Rams. And we'll see Natalie Williamson checking in.
Ball game over. Lady Rams are going to win this one.
And move to 3-2 on the year. The inbound comes in. Cahokia will back off a little bit. The Lady Rams don't have to take it into the front court. 3 seconds to go, and that'll do it. Lady Rams win their third contest of the year. 3-2, 57-49 winners over the Cahokia Comanches. We'll tell you all about it in the Bean Insurance postgame show coming up next.
Does this sound familiar? I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family.
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's this like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our jobs. For once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
Hello, I'm Morgan. A few months ago, my gynecologist said that I needed surgery, a hysterectomy. I thought for sure I'd have to leave Southern Illinois to have it done, but I was surprised to find out that not only could Good Samaritan Regional Health Center do the surgery, they had one of the nation's most advanced surgical systems. They called it the Da Vinci. It was basically this robot that translated whatever movements the surgeon was making into even tinier, more precise movements. My doc even told me that over 100 of these procedures had been done at Good Samaritan. Well, the surgery went great, and I was out of the hospital in no time. And because I was close to home, my whole family was with me every step of the way. Good Samaritan is my new hospital of choice. And starting in 2013, they'll be opening an all-new regional health center with even more advanced services. It makes me happy to know they'll still be around when my kids have families and need specialized medical care. That means a lot to me.
Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
Has your bank recently stopped offering free checking? Don't get burned by all the fees. Switch to People's National Bank today. People's National Bank's free checking includes a free Visa check card, free bill pay, and free online banking, as well as unlimited check writing. People's National Bank, proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. People's National Bank, member FDIC. Non-usage fees may apply.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Hey, you know the holiday shopping season is here. And of course, that means it's time for the Ford year-end celebration going on now at Ford Square. And that means great holiday offers on a great selection of Ford cars, trucks, SUVs, and crossovers. Just think, what a great way to drive into the new year. You'll get the newest technology, money-saving fuel economy, and right now, a great deal on a brand new Ford. So here's a personal invitation. Get to the Ford year-end celebration at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Take a look and drive one. I think you'll have a very happy new year. And remember, Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
If I could change anything, you know what I'd change? I'd make it a law that if you tell someone to have a nice day, you really have to mean it 100%.
Making your day better than it started out is what makes Erie Insurance above all in service. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. And have a nice day.
Your Erie agent in Mount Vernon is the Bean Insurance Agency. Get a quote at beaninsurance.net.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball on WMIX. The Bean Insurance postgame show starts now.
And welcome back to Changnon Gin. Big win tonight here in conference action for the Lady Rams. They defeat the Cahokia Comanches 57-49. Thanks to those of you who have watched it online at mywithersradio.com. You're listening to it, of course, on WMIX Mount Vernon. a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside for your Bean Insurance postgame show. Bean Insurance is an independent agency that can do the insurance shopping for you. Bean Insurance has multiple top insurance companies from which to choose with great rates for your family. Call Bean Insurance at 242-6017. That's 242-6017. Of course, we'll have Jeff Lonan on to join us to talk about his team's victory tonight. 57-49 is your final. We'll go ahead and get that in now, as we know we have some media brethren who would like to talk to Coach Lonan as well here. We'll also take a look at your Heartland Accounting postgame stats here in just a little bit, as we welcome now to the broadcast Lady Rams head coach Jeff Lonan. Coach Lonan, big win tonight over the Comanches, 57-49. And all in all, I think at this point you're just happy to be 3-2 on the year and 1-0 in the South 7 Conference.
Well, you're always happy to win. I mean, there's no question about that. You know, we're tickled to death. We won 3 in a row now. I can't remember the last time we did that. And that's a really good feeling. I thought we played really good the first 10 minutes of the game, and then I think we kind of fell into their trap in terms of just their speed and their quickness, and they just wanted to make an ugly game out of it, and I think we fell into that a little bit the last 20 minutes of the game, and but they never really threatened us, even though we turned it over too much, and we made some really bad decisions with the ball, especially in the fourth quarter, just decisions that we know better, but we did them anyway, and they play you so hard, and they're so athletic. And they play, so up tempo that a lot of times it's just hard to think out there. It's just hard to think, and it's very hard to maintain your discipline. And I think that's what happened a little bit, because the first 10 minutes they didn't pressure us much. They just kind of laid back, let us do what we were going to do, and you didn't notice all the sloppy play, and then all of a sudden here comes the full court stuff, and then they really got up in Piper's grill and frustrated her, and now all of a sudden we're looking at other options to bring the ball up the floor, and now Lockhart's bringing it up, and we're not used to that. And that was kind of, I have mixed reviews on that one. I don't know if that worked or not, but at least it got Piper off the point a little bit and got that pressure off of her. But it's just things Cahokia does to you, and it's just you don't face any faster team or more athletic team than that all year, and we survived. We won a game and we scored 57 points. I mean, that's not too bad for us. That's twice now we've almost hit 60 and not played very well. So it's encouraging, and we're 3-2. We got a winning record right now, and that's pretty exciting.
Did you think part of the way through the game with the big lead, your team kind of watched the scoreboard a little bit, kind of played into the hands of Cahokia, as you mentioned?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. And I may have pulled us out a little early. I don't know. Maybe I should have. I think from the start of the fourth quarter, I was kind of in drain it mode, and I'm not sure that was probably the right time to do it. As much pressure as they were putting on us, maybe we should have just got it down there and ran a few sets. We ran a set there with about 6 minutes to go because we just hadn't got a basket with Jessica, and she drove it and scored. And then we just pulled it back out, and I just thought, we shoot free throws so well. And I looked at the fouls, and we were all in the super bonus by that time. So I knew that if we could just hold on to it and make good decisions, that they'd put us on the line and we'd seal it there. And I think that's probably what we did.
And looking at the stats here tonight, you got your obvious scores, leading scorers, 3 players in double figures tonight. One that stood out to me was Kelby Kuyava. Quiet game offensively with 6 points, but 8 rebounds individually. Talk about her effort.
Well, I always tell Kelby I need 3 baskets a game from you, and those, you look at our scoring when Kelby gets 6 points, and a free throw sprinkled in here and there, the results tend to be. It's shocking how the results tend to be in our favor, just with that extra 3 or 4 baskets from her, and then 8 rebounds from her is great. I mean, that's a little more than she usually gets. But I got news for you. I don't know if you've stood next to Kelby lately, but Kelby's growing. I mean, she's not the little kid that she used to be. I mean, she's almost looking me in the eye now at 5'10", and last year she was probably running about 5'8". So in a way, it's not surprising that she got 8 rebounds. But I'll tell you what, there were some athletic kids in there rebounding tonight for Cahokia. So hats off. 8's a lot.
Been a while since we've seen Diamond Suggs against the Lady Rams. She returns to Cahokia last year off as an all-top for a while. Looked like a kid early on that was going to be somebody that could come in and maybe dominate this one, but she started off cold from the perimeter. Do you think that, obviously I think that your defense had a little bit to do with that as well. Do you think that one player like that really makes that big of a deal for any team? Obviously there's 4 other players out there, but when you look at Diamond Suggs, it's a name that can be somewhat intimidating. Was it very intimidating to these girls, or did they just go out there and do business as usual?
I don't know. We didn't. This will probably make me sound incompetent, but we didn't even talk about Suggs that much. We were more worried about Cooper, and Gibson. If you look at their Danny and I were looking before the game down on the computer, and I had looked earlier than that yesterday. I'd kind of been eyeing them up, but Suggs has been averaging 12 points a game, and I figured, okay, we'll give her 12 and we'll go on. I did not, anticipate her, running 27 or 26 up on us at all. I thought Cooper was the big threat there, but it turned out, they had Suggs with 26, and then the rest of them we really did a pretty good job on. And they didn't like the 1-3-1 at all. We started out in zone 2-3, and then I don't know. I just felt like it was working fine, but I wanted to bury them. I just wanted to put them away, and I wanted to get more aggressive. So we went to the 1-3-1, and they started throwing it all over the place. And then we got the steals that we wanted, but then we could not execute on the offensive end enough. We'd just make a mistake, we'd travel, or we'd throw it away, or it's just that point in your program where you're almost ready to just say, we're almost ready to break out. We're almost ready to be really pretty darn decent here. And we just can't eliminate those little mistakes that are left. If we could just do that, this is a 70-point night for us, and we just got to keep working. It's the 5th game of the year, so maybe I'm just too anxious. But,
happens.
I just know winning feels good, and, I think that's what everybody wants us to do, and certainly what I want us to do. And you can say what you want about them. They made some mistakes tonight, but they won the basketball game. They hung 57 points up on the board against a team that was probably more athletic than they were, probably quicker than they were, and they didn't give up the lead. And they made, by the way, I don't know if you mentioned this, they made 28. We made 28 out of 34 free throws.
Yeah, we're getting there.
And it's pretty darn hard to lose a game if you shoot 84%, especially in girls basketball, if you shoot 84% from the line. And we're great hey guys, we're great free throw shooters. We do it in practice too. I mean, I have no problem. Maybe that's why I try to pull it out too early sometimes. I just think, well, it's 2 automatic points if they foul us. And tonight it pretty much was.
And it was a good win, 57-49 over the Cahokia Comanches. You guys are at St. Anthony Thursday. We'll see you then.
Thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. That's Jeff Lonan, head coach of the Lady Rams. His team 3-2 on the year, 1-0 in the South 7 Conference. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have your Heartland Accounting postgame stats. This is the Bean Insurance postgame show on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals. Pekin Insurance.
Rams leather jackets, all stars and stitches. Rams cheerleading jackets, all stars and stitches. Rams hoodies, all stars and stitches. Rams t-shirts, all stars and stitches. Rams car stickers, all stars and stitches. Rams yard signs, all stars and stitches. Rams apparel, all stars and stitches. Anything Mount Vernon Rams, all stars and stitches.
Okay, I get it. I can get anything Mount Vernon Rams at All Stars and Stitches. But where in the world is All Stars and Stitches?
All Stars and Stitches are located in Benton, half a block from the Benton High School. Our phone number is 618-435-5555. Give us a call.
Hey, are you thinking of starting your own business? Or maybe you already own your own business and have tax questions? Call Heartland Accounting today. At Heartland Accounting, we specialize in small business planning. Let us help you with your business bookkeeping, sales taxes, payroll taxes, or maybe just some solid business advice. Get started right, and let us help you make your business a success. Call Heartland Accounting of Mount Vernon today at 244-7077 or stop by 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
For more scores and insights, follow us on Twitter at 94Sports. Now back to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to the Bean Insurance postgame show, WMIX Online. at mywithersradio.com. Chances are you're paying too much for auto insurance. Discounts await at the Bean Insurance Agency, but you won't know how much you can save until you give them a call. Bean Insurance 242-6017. That's 242-6017. Time to check out our post-game stats calculated by Heartland Accounting.
For the Mount Vernon Rams this evening, Lady Rams 13 of 33 from two-point range, 39%. 2 of 8 from the arc for 25%. They're 15 of 41 from the field for 37%. Cahokia 11 of 30 for 37% from two-point range, 5 of 14 from the arc for 36%. The Lady Comanches go 16 of 45 from the field for 36%. Free throw shooting, Mount Vernon 28 of 34, as Jeff Lonan mentioned, 82%. Cahokia 12 of 19 for 63%. Mount Vernon out rebounded Cahokia 29-25. Cahokia had 24 turnovers compared to Mount Vernon's 20. Cahokia had 4 players scoring the game. Diamond Suggs was the only player in double figures with 26 points. Takesha Gibson and Takia Cooper had 9. Dariel Ivy had 5. For the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, Haley Lockhart led the way with 23 points, as 3 players were in double figures. Jessica Green had 15, Cheyenne Piper 13, and Kelby Kuyaba had 6. To give you a final score of Mount Vernon 57, Cahokia 49.
And here it is on Monday, November the 28th. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams pick up a big win here at home against the Cahokia Comanches. Those stats presented by Heartland Accounting. Get started right and let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. That pretty well does it for us tonight, with one exception. The Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. It's coming up. This is the Bean Insurance postgame show on WMIX.
It's amazing how versatile the Saturday sports show has become. What do you mean you slept in last week? Set your alarm for 8:08 this Saturday morning at Junior Radio to AM 940. More Mount Vernon Rams talk, more Jefferson County talk, and more amped-up coverage of Southern Illinois sports. Hear from the best coaches, experts, and sports know-it-alls available. Sports talk worth waking up for. Saturday mornings from 8:08 till 10 a.m. on WMIX AM 940 and online at mywithersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Hi, Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. With 5 locations in Jefferson County, a 7-month 0.77% APY CD special, free checking, free internet banking, and free debit cards tied to local schools, isn't now the perfect time to move your banking relationship to a local community bank? No gimmicks, just your neighbors and friends taking care of your banking needs.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball on WMIX. Time for the Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym, 57-49. Your final. Lady Rams are 3-2 on the year. 3 straight victories. This one tonight over the Cahokia Comanches. Time now for your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. There are quite a few kids that could go to here tonight, aren't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities in this ball game or in this post game show to pick a player of the game. I mean, you have so many to choose from. I mean, it's kind of an open deal here. What do you think?
I think it's very open.
Well, to me, I think obvious the jump start of the game, I think it was Haley Lockhart with 23. I think her 10 first quarter points really got Mount Vernon out of the gate quickly, that 19-5 lead at the end of one, and that kind of started Mount Vernon on their way to their victory this evening.
That it did. One more time, our Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game.
Haley Lockhart.
Great traditions aren't given, they're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in. Community First Bank of the Heartland, proud sponsors of the Lady Rams. A great tradition. We're back on the air tomorrow with the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, Woodlawn and New Athens. 5:45 pregame on WMIX. Audio online at mywithersradio.com. Our next Lady Rams broadcast is Thursday. That'll be on AM 940. Video online at mywithersradio.com. That'll be up in Effingham at St. Anthony High School. Next Rams broadcast Friday night at Centralia. No video on that one due to blackout regulations at Centralia High School. We'll have audio only on mywithersradio.com coming at you on the Big Daddy 94.1 FM. That does it for us tonight. For Danny Czerwinski, for Jeff Crow, for Avery Barton back at the studio, and for everyone at Withers Broadcasting, thank you for listening to Lady Rams basketball and watching online at mywithersradio.com. Again, your final score, 57-49. Lady Rams improved to 3-2 on the year. Again, thanks again. I'm Chris Hugo. Good night from Changnon Gym.